man. Man. Yo. What the fuck is y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How are you all living, man? Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to the stream, man. I'll tell you what, someone's getting rich. We have so much to talk about today. We have so much to get into. We have so much to cover. If you're watching on YouTube or Twitter and you would like to chat, twitch.tv/threadguy. I got my suit on with the red underneath and the plaid. It's something beautiful. We have a lot to talk about today. And man, it's going to be pretty dominated, I think, by on-chain. You see the title of the stream. The first 3 words is Memecoins are back. I think Memecoins is 1 word. Yeah, Memecoins are back. And there is a lot happening on chain. I'm going to be honest, man. I was up really late last night, given my schedule. I wake up at 6:30 in the morning. So 11:30 for me is like really late. Okay. And at the same time, it's like the second, fix your collar for this. It's like the second time. How's this supposed to be like out? How's it supposed to work? It's the second time in 2 weeks that I have been frantically trying to buy some new on-chain experiment that I didn't know about a week prior, or that existed the same day. Also, what is this Kaido thing? What are we looking at? Kaido AI. Kaido has a data agreement with X to power a wide range of use cases. Kaido. Look up a photo of a suit. Kaido. Wow. It looks like Jito. Well, not quite as bad, which also looks like lighter. Wow, look at that. How about it? Kaido. Also men in suit. How's it supposed to look? No, I mean, they got it down. I feel as if they have open image and new tab. He kind of has it like, I guess, like I could pop my shit a little bit. I don't know. How did he get it like that? How did he get it like that? I don't really know how he got it like that. Maybe I'll do the top button. Should I just button it all the way? Yeah? Tough. You did a nicer shirt. What the fuck are you wearing, Andrew Barks? What do you got on right now, huh? You're in a tank top. It's a boxers. Talk about I need a nicer shirt. No, I like fucking fire, baby. I look fire. I was up all night trading shit on chain. I was up all fucking night. I'm fired up. Crypto's hot. There's things going on. Things to be excited about. Things to talk about. In like 5 minutes, I'm gonna let Rasmer come on because Rasmer just binked a 100K challenge. He just binked 100K on this GME coin, which is lit. And so yeah, we're letting Rasmer call in. I don't want to do it either, but look, the kid's got it. If you got it, it ain't tricking if you got it. Okay, did you see stable chain? Yes, I did. It's not tricking if you got it. And if you smack an on-chain coin for 100 bands, you are coming on the stream. That's just the way the world works. Also, I'm gonna have another guest at the end of the stream who's gonna come on. He's got $1 million spot pump. He's got $1 million spot pump. It's electric, and I'm bringing him on because I want to talk about it. So we're in a fascinating spot. Okay, we're in a fascinating spot where you're getting a combination of narratives. Also, we'll do roll call in a minute. We're in a fascinating spot, okay, where stocks are really toppy. Google just announced this massive CapEx increase. Tesla missed earnings. Google is negative free cash flow for the first time like in the history of the company, and they're just like pouring money into AI build out. Stocks are toppy. At the same time, we have this war thing actually back on the menu. It's ridiculous. I was long Brent 3 times at $82, and I sold it both times because I'm a I was gonna use a multiple different words I'm not supposed to use on stream. I haven't slept, so I gotta be careful. But because I was a little bit soft, a little bit scared, closed it twice. Brent's going for it right now. Okay. And so everywhere you look, the market is like kind of toppy. Okay. The market's kind of toppy. And then you have these two terrifying narratives in crypto that are like conflating. One is what the fuck's gonna happen when Michael Saylor sells? Michael Saylor sold. And two is what the fuck is gonna happen when stocks start going down? Stocks start going down. Okay. So you have memory kind of in shambles, hyperscalers looking toppy, CapEx build out getting nuts, oil still going, everybody feeling scared. You have rate hikes on the menu. And so you have like stocks are like, not feeling great. But at the same time, we've like climbed the wall of worry in crypto. Every DAT has blown up. Every DAT's blown up. Sailor's already sold. Tom Lee's already been clowned and victory lapped forever. And Bitcoin dumped 60% in a straight line. Alt dumped 95% in a straight line. And then at the bottom, at the depths, in the most barren times ever, we are seeing what I believe to be the first inklings of on-chain experimentation. Now, it might not look how you want it to look. You might not like the way that it's playing out, but you don't get to do both. You know, it's the whole bit. It's like, I want people to trade crypto again. And it's like, no, not like that. It's like, no, it's going to happen the way it's going to fucking happen. And so you have to just identify when it's happening. And I think back, the only thing left is Hyperliquid blow up. Oh my God. Oh. Dude, if Hyperliquid bridge got exploited, it would just... I think back to 2023 at the bottom when things started to like turn. And things started to turn when people were doing new stuff on the chain. It just what like that was, I don't know if it turned because they were doing new stuff or as a result of it turning, people start doing new stuff. It's like a chicken and the egg. I don't really know. Like, did new stuff cause it to turn? Probably not. It probably goes the other way. Things got bad enough, and then all of a sudden it's like it starts to turn. Then all of a sudden we're doing stuff on chain. But there's cool stuff happening for the first time in a long time. I think on chain. There's on chain experimentation. We're obviously seeing what's happening with memes right now are hot, and I'm not here to victory lap because I didn't make 100 bands on the trade. But the only thing I've talked about is Memecoins for the last like 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago, I showed up and I'm like obsessed. All I want to talk about is Memecoins. If it's not Memecoins, I don't want to talk about it. It's all we did for the last 3 weeks. And then you have the GME coin today and Robinhood. And you have the Jimothy coin, obviously. And then at the same time, I'm kind of obsessed with this, this concept, this like loss to earn reward system. It's the underlying for what Jez is building with paper trade, which is really cool. It's not live yet. And then it's the underlying to this like FWA NFT like gotcha thing that I think is really interesting as well. It's like an airdrop, but you have to play to earn. Like you gotta like participate. You gotta basically you have to lose money in exchange for token. You gotta participate. Isn't this just gambling? Yeah, but like, what is anything? I don't know. Everything's just gambling. Yeah, it's gambling, 100%. It's like a nice method of gambling. It's like an innovative method for gambling, if you will. But point being, I feel as if, yeah, it's like a new iteration of a DeFi yield farm. I feel as if there is people trying stuff on the chain for the first time in a long time. And so I'm a speculator and I'm a free market participant. And so when I see some new cool thing that I don't really understand, the first thing that I do is start buying it. Then I go back and figure out, okay, what the fuck did I just like spend 3 hours trying to buy? I think this is how you have, the people people that I think have really done it. You gotta have this mindset. The cool new thing shows up in the world, and then you just start buying it. And then you go back and you're like, all right, what the fuck did I just buy? That was like AI season. It was like buy it, and then okay, what did I just buy? Okay, this is terrible, or oh my god, I don't have enough of this. And then you move forward. It's like when the sports books give you free bets after you lose a few. Exactly. You must collect the shiny rocks, man. And so all I'm saying is every day I look around, someone's 100K richer than they were the day before. Someone's getting rich. It's happening in stocks. It's happening on chain. It's happening in prediction markets at the World Cup with Cyrus. We're covering all of it. And so I appreciate you guys being here. This is what we're here to do, man. We're here to find weird spots. And I just watched Rasmer bank 100K on his GME coin. It's possible, bro. It's possible. Really, I mean, Rasmus's really sharp. What does Rasmus do every day? Rasmus shows up with the fuck. He streams for 4 hours every day. That's what he does. So what do you think of stable train? I actually don't think about it at all. I don't think about it at all, but I'm down to. This is gonna be like an on-chain type of stream today. It is. We're gonna spend a lot of time talking about on-chain. We're gonna spend a lot of time talking about on-chain. I'm gonna have a pump guest come on. We're gonna do market open, and then I'm obviously gonna talk about. It's gonna be like on-chain and then like hyperscalers. Talk about Tesla miss. Talk about CapEx expenditures. Talk about what's going on there, and then I have this segment I want to do today where I talk about how everyone's fucking smoking cigarettes again. Philip Morris segment. Stocks at all-time high. Bet you didn't know that. Did you know that, chat? Did you know that? No, I don't know if you did. All right, let's start with a little roll call. Welcome back, baby. Look, there's better days ahead, man. There's better days ahead. George, what's good? Mac D Gods, what's good? Roski, what's good? Dragon, what's good? One Positive, dude, what's good? Rowan, what's good? Tingle, what's good? BTC Bongo, what's good? Mickley, Strikeable, Shifty. Shifty, tell Rasmus pull up. Prof, what's good? Houdini, what's good? Rockefeller, what's good? Phil, what's good? Pegasus, what's good? Volan, what's good? Simon, or Sin... 11, what's good? Rockefeller, what's good? Dr. Rizzer, what's good? Darren Sharper, I saw you in here. Rasmus, what's good? Metagriz, what's good? Art Mommy, what's good? F, what's good? Kenny, what's good? Rectal, what's up, homie? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is up? Gijo, first chat. Welcome, brother. Thank you for being here. Alex, what's up, homie? Light, Codex, what is good? Neat, Maxi, 69, what is good? How are we? How are we? How are we? All right, let's just get into it. Oh, I call you Art Mommy every day. I've called you Art Mommy every day for the last 3 months, and it's Art Tommy. It's Art Tommy, and I call you Art Mommy every day. That's freaked out. Wow. I call you Art Mommy every day for like months. You've never corrected me. You just like that shit? You're just into that shit? Got it. You got some weird like genetic thing going on? Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah, you like that Art Mommy at 8:45 in the morning? Fuck. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna start. We're gonna bring Rasmus on for like 10 minutes. I'm gonna let him run a victory lap. Kid deserves it. And then we're gonna talk about on-chain, market open. Let's go. We got shit to do, baby. Let's go. Big stream. Every day's a big stream, man. Someone's getting rich. Someone's getting rich, man. Someone's getting rich. Why not you? All right, let's do it. Can you ping me when Rasmus off? Luke, where is he? Oh. Luke, where is he? Luke. Luke, where is he? It's good. It's good. Tell him to join. 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 Discord right now. Oh, God, this is why I wanted you to Discord. He's in Zoom. I'm 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 in Zoom. Everyone spam Luke. Well, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's get it right. Let's go. We're on a tight schedule today, man. Get him on. Get him on. Get him on. Let's go. Are we doing a voice call on Discord in like 15 seconds? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Hold on. I don't do Discord anymore, chat. Also, by the way, Vlad interview, Vlad from Lighter, it was actually a really good interview. He talks about some good topics. Lighter's popping, Lighter's hot. Is gonna drop in like a couple hours. It's a good interview, and I'm just clipping the whole thing. We're doing a new style. We're doing a new style where I do the interview and then we just clip the whole thing, and then we just post the clips as is. We just rip it. All right, I'm just doing Discord. I don't got time. Luke, we don't have time for this at all. We have so much to talk about, and I can't be derailed right now. I cannot be derailed right now. I'm gonna have to dead Raspberry. He's either calling me on the phone or I gotta dead him. All right, I'm calling him on Discord right now. He's doing voice call on Discord. I don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. Tell him to stay in the Discord. He's right now. All right. Yo, check. You hear me? Hold on. God damn it, Luke. Someone's getting fucking in trouble for this. Yo, yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You're good. What's up, man? Welcome.
No, my bad, bro. Luke did. I'm gonna be honest. Nobody told me it was on Zoom. I'm not
No,
gonna lie.
it's someone's getting fired for this, and if someone's getting fired for this, it's not gonna be you.
No,
Man,
but Luke's the goat.
you haven't been on in a minute, but I woke up to your text this morning. By the way, chat, terrible news. I'm not supposed to look at my phone first thing in the morning, but I did look at my phone first thing in the morning, and the first thing I see in the morning is a missed FaceTime call from Rasmer at 6 o'clock, and I'm like, why is this? Why is he calling me at 6 a.m.? So the first thing I do is I check on chain, and I see that you. I mean, you hit a banker, bro. What happened? Give me some lore.
Dude, it's crazy. I would honestly, this is like the craziest FOMO lore or FOMO coin ever because I was at dinner and I was just getting FOMO pings. It was like 20 traders bought whatever, and it was like at 2 mil, and I bought it. I bought a fuck ton of it, and then there was just this crazy FUD.
What was the
Obviously
FUD?
so the token is GME and it's paired in GME. It's not like a sole token pair. It's like the pair is the underlying is like the stock, the tokenized stock on chain. So the FUD was that, because okay, so this is what happened. Basically, they started buying up the tokenized stock, which was the underlying.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know this, but it depegged like significantly.
Like how
And
much?
this is what like a lot of the intrigue came from.
Wait, what were they
So
buy? They
the
were buying the tokenized stock on
stock,
what platform? Like on, like
it
on
was
Rob.
launched. It's minted by Robinhood, or like
Okay,
not my
tokenized
Robinhood.
stock of GME on Robinhood, but there's not that much supply, so everybody was like slipping it up, and then it depegged from the actual price of the stock.
Yeah, minted through Robinhood. It was trading at like $200, and so everyone was freaking out. Everyone was fudding this. Like, I don't know if it's like docs, but like there were rumors of like one of the biggest traders in the chain, like dumping like multiple percents and like big FNFs and big people fudding it because they're like, okay, once this repegs, the coin's gonna like go minus 90%.
It went to
Because
two
like
hundred dollars.
yeah, the GME went to $200. It was a short squeeze on GME on chain.
God, I love this shit.
Um, and so people started minting the thing because you could do it in Europe. So people were minting the the stock
And then selling it.
and repegging it, yes, and collecting ARB. I was looking at the fucking chart and I was like, wait, it's not like destroying the chart. Like the chart isn't instantly going minus 90%. So I was like, oh, like the MC isn't affected by this. So like it kind of sold off on a dip because people were like, whoa, a bunch of stocks got minted. So I bought that dip and just started aping it. And then I started looking at the thesis page on FOMO, and there was like literally like 10 theses a second. Like I've never seen that in my life. It was like activity that I've never seen in my life, and just crazy FUD, and people were like crazy sidelines. So I'm holding a bunch right now. I'm under my 100K challenge. I know you're giving me credit for hitting it, but what the reason why I'm holding is I've just found it incredibly intriguing. Like it feels like kind of like an unsolved game, where like there's an underlying thing that has to be minted on chain, and can we create a short squeeze on chain or something?
Wait.
And
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy?
yeah,
Okay, Robinhood Chain's goal is that they want RWAs, right? They want real world assets, stocks minted on the Robinhood chain. The problem is
yes,
it's really hard to get people to, at least in a FOMO way, like quickly to drive up minting volume of stocks because like why, right?
yes,
But it's kind of interesting because I have this bit which like all these corpo chains are like RWAs, and then eventually they just capitulate to meme coins because they want to get traders on the chain. But this is I did not know that this just went down because you have like meme coins as a driving force to make all the traders feral, and then they're like spam minting Robinhood or GME to catch this on-chain ARB, if you will. I'm trying to find the stats. I have Tulipkey trying to find a stats page right now on how many shares were minted because I would imagine RWA supply or whatever on Robinhood chain probably went crazy.
yeah. This is exactly why I
Oh,
kept
that's
buying because I'm like,
so good.
yeah, I was like, what's the I was like, what's the Masari like article about this? And it's like, well, there's like a speculative There's a desire for people to speculate, speculative premium on stocks, all stocks, and it's tokenized, and then you put the underlying on chain, and all of a sudden you can kind of price like just the speculation. So like if you listed this for every stock, it's like which meme coins would go the highest if you paired it with their stock, right? It'd be like GME, Tesla, it'd be like all the meme stocks. So like it's kind of like cool, you know, and they're using the fees to buy the stock on chain. So it's cool, you know, it's kind of getting sold off right now, but
Where's it at?
9.7. Um, I don't know. I just saw like a volume last night that was kind of hard to explain, and yeah, 50% off the highs. It's really hard to tell if like it's selling off. I don't think it's selling off because of like any like LP reasons. Like I think it's just like a healthy retrace if I had to guess. But all the holders are on FOMO. Like if you look at what Say Young was tweeting, like I don't know what the updated numbers are, but it was like 5,100 out of 6,000 holders were on FOMO, which like I've never seen anything like that. Like 80, 90% of the holders are on FOMO. Like I don't know. So there's just a lot of interesting things going on with this, and it feels like a new game to me. It's this coin and AI. AI is the artificial Inu. It's paired with NVIDIA. I personally found that less captivating because NVIDIA is 5 trillion or whatever. So it's like you're not gonna cause NVIDIA to move. But like this, if this goes high enough, it's like the degens can be like, we're gonna pump GameStop. Like we're gonna pump GameStop from this. So there's like kind of a real degenerate kind of appeal to this one, in my opinion. I don't
Wow.
want to bull post too hard because
No,
it's
no,
still only
I
9
really
mil. And
just wanted to
yeah.
hear you tell me why you bought it and like how it happened. I wanted to just get the story.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this a lot where like the bonding curve is a solved game. And like how do you make it interesting? It's like, okay, maybe this is like unsolved. Like, you know, there's like
Nice.
there's arbs going on. There's like
I just like people
there's
are
an
trying shit on the
underlying.
chain again. It reminds me of like 2023.
Yes. Yes, this
Um,
is what Issa said as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so you called me at 6 o'clock in the morning to buy your fucking coins, is what happened?
What was it 6:30 a.m. and I was like, I assumed you were up preparing for stream because you do
I
that.
was. I was.
And yeah, I was just like, I wonder like if he knows about this because it all kind of happened after your bedtime, which I'm like, I've weirdly become aware of because you sleep so early. But yeah,
Dude, congrats, man. You look, no on some real human to human. You spent a lot of time doing this, so you deserve to hit some spots. Nice trade, man.
no early selly though, please. But
You already took it early.
yeah.
So I woke up, first thing I did, open my Instagram story to Rasmus TikTok saying how I made 40K in an hour. So you already
Well, I
did
have to. That's
you
the
already
business,
did
right?
the early Sally. So that one's
Yeah.
on you. But I'm gonna drop you now. But dude, congrats. Sick
Yeah.
chat. I'm excited for
Let
your
me say
stream.
one more thing. Let me say one
Okay,
more
go
thing.
ahead.
Your chat is insane. The chat, the way it moves, bro. And when you start, it's actually insane. The amount of
Someone's gonna
names
get
chatting is.
someone's getting rich, man. Why not? Why not? Someone's getting rich. Why not 158 in the chat? Brother, you're
Yeah,
the
I had to
GOAT.
shout it. I had to shout them out. They're goaded. All right.
Congrats, man. Nice trade.
Thanks, bro.
All right,
Peace.
bro. Peace. It's Pico top. No, I'm not gonna lie. I'm sitting here thinking about it. I've been saying, like, think about what I've been saying. Shout out to Rasmer. Kid fucking deserves it, man. Um, what I've been saying is like, one, I'm obsessed with meme coins, and two, I am very intrigued by this idea that all these corpo or chains want to do RWAs or whatever it is, but then they realize it's really hard to get people to just care about RWAs in a silo. Like, what does that mean exactly? You got to give the people something to do. Usually, because of their inability to figure out what that something is that people should do, it ends up just manifesting itself as meme coins. Like, we just go, fuck it, meme coins, because that's the easiest thing to do. All it takes is like a Vlad follow, and you need no creativity. No creativity. You could just like manifest as meme coins. And what the story you just told was, it was I don't hold the coin. I'm not like lobbying for you to go blasted. But what I am saying is that on-chain experimentation that also leads to the larger goal of minting RWAs on chain. People are like minting Robinhood or minting GME and then slipping the price up and then selling it and arbing the price difference at the same time, like probably vertically running up supply and tokenized stocks. That is all. That to me, that is crypto, man. Like on-chain experimentation. I say the word meme coins because it's the easiest thing that makes sense. But like on-chain experimentation, man, it's awesome. All right, I have a take for you on meme coins, by the way, while we are at it. Okay, while we're at it, let me give another meme coin take. By the way, this is the reason I like cards. I like cards. If it wasn't so like boomer fried, I really like the cards coin. Oh my god, yields are horrible. Yeah, let's do a quick check-in because just while everything is like looking good in crypto, Brent oil, which I would have been up like a fucking $100,000 on, is $94. It's candling up only at the same. What is this? Okay, I was like, what is this tab? It's just, at the same time, we are seeing, wow, 2 years up 1.3%. The 10-year is up 1%, and the 30-year is up 0.8. Gold is down 2%. Who, by the way, who else is covering Robinhood Chain, Jimothy Coin, and then Treasury yields? Nobody. Copper's down 1.5, untradeable. Silver is down 5. And Bitcoin is struggling, and the best performing asset in my whole watch list is fucking Pump Fund. It's crazy. So we're gonna get, what is pre-market? It flipped red. Mags are super red. IGV is green, actually. Things are gonna get, this gonna be a wild day. I'm honestly just not, we're not gonna pay that much attention, I don't think, to some of the macro stuff because there's not that much to pay attention to. Do you trade gold, silver too sometimes? No, but I watch it. I watch it. I think the only meme question to ask yourself is which coin will pump with crime next. Now, crime is a bear market phenomenon, brother. Crime is I'm desperate. Crime is like I can't. Crime is like I'm too afraid to cold approach at the bar, so I'm gonna like blind rip some Tinder swipes and hope something hits. That's crime. Fuck that. Have you seen the new stable chain? You keep asking me, bro. No, I haven't. Actually, no, you don't keep asking. Sorry, that was aggressive. But I'll say this real quick before we talk about memes a little bit. Is we're probably reaching like taco levels, I would say. Like this is like Taco Central in here, I think. Because they gave you a pretty friendly fire on the stable chain. My bad, dude. I'm sorry. Do cold approach goes at the bar. I'm getting better at it. They gave you like a 33% move in a straight line with just escalations. The law of averages says we're probably due for a de-escalation. The one post I'll read you from this guy we haven't read from in a while. Would you give Trump a kiss on the cheek into the Iran war right now? The equation of this war is clear, either all or none. In a region where we do not sell oil, no one will sell oil. If our security is not ensured, no infrastructure will be safe, and the security of the strait is in the absence of the American forces. We've repeatedly said that the situation of the strait will not return to pre-war conditions. This is the one thing I'll say about the Iran situation. This is the best way that I could describe what it feels like. Because to me, it feels as if Iran is saying, we will protect ourselves if you force us to protect ourselves. But like, can you just stop? This is the vibe I get. It feels like, when you like, Chad, you have an older brother and you like hit your older brother like way too hard and you like fucking tense up and you run and you like lay on the floor and you do the illegal position of the feet in the, like the kicking in the feet in the air. And you're like, please just don't hurt me. I'll protect myself if I have to. If I have to protect myself, I will. But like, just stop and I'll get up. I'll get up if you just stop. This is what it feels like. He's like, if we have to bomb shit, we'll bomb shit, but we don't want to. This still is the vibe that I'm getting. Also on the On the you ever get gas pedaled before? On the yield situation, let's see. What's the best? The 10-year is the best. Let's go. Like is yeah, we are at oh, it's the highest they've been. They're screaming. Yeah, yields are I mean, we're at, this line, if I recall correctly, why did we put this line there? I think it's Liberation Day. No, not even. Yeah, it's screaming. I mean, we are at taco range right now. This is like yields are screaming. Huh. What does it mean when they're going up like this? Like, is it what is actually causing the flows? Is it like people are like what are people selling to buy? People are selling bonds for what? Yeah, they're selling bonds, but like where's it going? It's to cash? Is it to the dollar? Is DXY up? Yeah, okay. Dollars. Got it. And you would sell bonds in this scenario because like why would you trust cash more than a treasury? I understand what's happening, but I don't understand exactly why it happens because it's short term. Oh, got it. Because if rates go super high, you've locked in like some dog shit rates. You'd rather have cash and you could get back in later kind of situation. I see. Exactly. Got it. So like if I'm holding, got it. If I'm holding, like if I have the 10-year at like 3.5% and this thing's like up only and it gets to like 5, I have like I'm holding a terrible asset. And so do you rather sell it for dollars and be able to buy it back later and or have the flexibility to trade other stuff? Got it. Well, they're screaming right now. That's wild. Cash trades for other, yeah, okay. Cool. Interesting. Well, they're screaming. It's wild how the market works. The markets are so cool. It's like so I think this is the taco rate, right? Like this is where it's gonna happen, where he's gonna come out and be like, Iran really wants a deal. Did you talk about Fefron's table? No, I haven't. Blessed with bags, what's good? 30 years, they're all screaming. They're all ATH of recent. Thoughts on mutual funds. I really don't have many. I trade bond. I trust bond more than equity traders. Yeah, I don't really have any thoughts on mutual funds. Keep it a buck, but I'm down to like get some thoughts. Okay. Anyways, VIX is up 16%, by the way. So on the back end of our coverage of treasuries, I will take a moment to talk about, if you don't mind, as a really good follow up. Let's do some coverage on Jimothy, the spineless raccoon that has taken over the Solana blockchain and currently is worth $29 million. Okay, let's watch this real quick. I actually have a really good take for you on viral animals. Watch this.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck is going on with this fucking raccoon, bro. But this has been one of the most viral animals I've seen in like a really long time. But there's fucking NBA teams posting this shit, Minecraft posting this shit. You saw fucking World of Warcraft posting this shit. If you search him on Google, it turns into a fucking like video animation GIF weird thing. There's hella TikToks about it. There's hella people talking about it. This shit happened out of fucking nowhere, to be honest. But I think it's really good that this shit is running the way it's running, because once people start connecting the viral shit that's happening external to crypto to memes again on Solana, especially on Solana, and it starts bringing volume back, then everything starts to move like a lot more aggressively. So this is a really good thing. I don't know, the people are like mad that this is moving and their other bags aren't moving. You're missing the forest for the trees for sure. So it's actually pretty crazy. And it gets ugly as fuck though. It's fucked up back and shit.
Okay, this Jimothy raccoon is probably the most viral animal I've ever seen since Mudang. I think Mudang was more viral, but this thing is really viral, right? Like World of Warcraft is posting it, Google is posting it. What's good, Greg? Minecraft is posting it. Everyone is posting. We just finished talking about treasury and oil. Everyone is posting. Now we're doing meme coins. Okay, let me back up real quick. Am I correct? Did you read the bonds chart wrong? People are buying bonds, not selling. No, people are selling bonds so the yield goes up to encourage people to buy bonds. So when everyone's like buying bonds, yields go down. When everyone's selling bonds, yields go up. If that makes sense. So like when people are fleeing for safety and they're running away from bonds, yield goes up to like encourage people to buy bonds. Versus the other way around when like everyone is buying, yield goes down. So you're like the benefit to buying them is like suppressed. Anyways, correct me if I'm wrong in that, but we're getting there on the bonds. Okay. This Jimothy raccoon is like the most viral animal, I think, since Mudang. And it's definitely the first viral animal I've seen that is every corporate company, Minions, World of Warcraft, Minecraft, Google, the MLB, the NFL, as all these corporate brands post it, the meme coin is going up. And so I have this theory. I've developed a theory. Okay. And so in this world that we now live in, where there is the meme coin proliferation of society, where everybody understands meme coins, everybody has access to meme coins, making money in weird niche ways on the internet is familiar to people. You have to understand that we are existing at a baseline where everybody understands meme coins. Okay. And so you have to understand that every corporate account, every like major Twitter account, Minecraft has like 8.1 million followers and they got motion, right? Every tweet gets like a couple million views, 100K views, million views, 100K views, 2 million views, 500,000 views. Their accounts have motion on Twitter and they're not being run by the CEO. I would imagine the Minecraft Twitter is being run by some intern kid, some 19-year-old intern that's in college that responds to like somebody that responds to the CMO. Like 4 lines down in the chain. And this 19-year-old kid probably makes 70 bands a year max, 50K a year. Maybe he's unpaid or he's on an hourly. He's getting an hourly check, okay? And so he's hustling. He's trying to get paid. He's trying to make money. This kid is a hustler. And he's watching this trend go viral because he's thinking to himself, I need to get impressions for the Minecraft account. But he's also thinking to himself, whoa, there's a meme coin in this thing at 10 mil. He knows the meme coin exists. I think as meme coins proliferate culture, these interns, these like brand accounts, these like social trends, they understand that there is a meme coin attached to topic and they understand that they can influence topic. And so what I think we're going to start seeing more and more and more is as meme coins proliferate, the people in charge of these brands are going to be like pushing the memes. It's going to continue to happen. I don't think it's an accident, right? Like the person who tweeted Jimothy from the Google account, you think this is Sundar? It's like, no, bro, no. It's some like 21-year-old kid who like is an intern at Google and he's like a smart marketing talent. He has like a marketing brain. And so if you're good at marketing, good enough to get control of the Google Twitter account, you obviously know meme coins exist. Okay. And you make 50K a year and you're watching this meme coin go viral and you're buying it and you're thinking to yourself, oh my God, 1, if I tweet this from the Google account, it's going to go super, it's going to be our best post of the week. 2, it might make the coin go up. I'm going to make some fucking money. Okay. And so what I think we're going to see, it really to me started with Mudang, blew off the top of Peanut. And for every future social trend, you're going to continue to see more and more and more corporate accounts post about it and like soft shill the meme coin. I really believe this because you got to imagine the people that are in charge of these brand accounts are sharp and they're young. And so if you are a good enough marketer to get control of the Google Twitter account, you know what is going on the internet. You're good at the internet. And so if you're good at the internet, you know about meme coins. Undeniably, you know about meme coins. And so there will be bull cycles, bear cycles, whatever. But if this trend continues in crypto where on-chain is hot and people are running coins and they're getting higher, Penguin coin, remember? Every corporate company in the world was shilling Penguin coin. It's like, okay, imagine you're a corporate company like you're Slim Jim and you have 5 million followers and nobody gives a fuck about your Twitter account. Your shit is dead. Your Blockbuster, it's dead. Your account is dead. You're getting a couple 10K views per tweet. Then you tweet about Penguin Coin and you have like 3 million views because the crypto community like went feral about it. It's the best thing you're getting a raise. You're actually getting a raise and you're making money on the trade. And so I think you got to understand that these memes run on social virality, and to be a 19-year-old in charge of a corporate Twitter account that has money, you have to understand virality. And so I think this is going to be a trend that never goes away. And I do not think, like, I think they're tweeting it because the meme coin exists. I believe in my heart. They're tweeting it because the meme coin exists. Penguin punch the monkey. Like, they're tweeting it because the meme coin exists. And it's going to be a trend that we like continue to see. And so I was pretty fucking fired up to see this, man. Google, everybody. I saw like Minions tweeted this. Look at this. Long Lost Brothers. Banger. Minions tweeted this. It's like, this is going to be a trend that continues. Interns are tapped into meme coins because they're trying to get rich and they're good at Twitter. End of story. Threadguy out of touch. Ah, fuck you. You're out of touch. Cut clip. Cut the rant. Fuck you. Someone came in here saying, do you even trade? Bro, I've done like $75 million of volume on Hyperloop in the last 6 months. The whole point of this stream is to fucking trade, man. Do you even trade? Why do you think I'm here? You think I'm here for charitable purposes, man? You think I'm here because everyone's a hedge fund? Yeah, you don't even know. Anyways, dreaming big, which is great, but defo out of touch. I would be willing to bet a lot of money that Google intern holds Jimothy coin on Solana. I'm straight up. Anyways, on that note, we are going to have a electric market open. Okay, Tesla had a dog shit earnings yesterday. It's down 8% in the pre-market on Tesla. 374. Elon he came on earnings call. He didn't even want to talk about cars. He's talking about Optimus robots and fucking anything but. There's some ugly Google is $324, bro. 324 right now. This thing, they came out and they announced massive CapEx increase. It's down 20%. Down 20% off ATH. It's down 5% in the pre's. The mags are just getting obliterated. Amazon 3% down in the pre's. Apple down 1%. They're getting obliterated. SPCX pre-market 115. Crazy. Google disgusting. Where's Meta? Nvidia down 2% in the pre's. 208. It's ugly. It is ugly. It is ugly. Microsoft pre-market down 0.6. Meta pre-market down 3%. Meta's not supposed to be down 3% in a day. Okay, it's ugly. Mags in the pre's down 3 percentage points. DRAM is only down 157, but it's weak. Bitcoin is holding on for its ever-loving dear life at $65. Treasuries are screaming, and pump fun. Fucking green. This is what we do, bro. We cover treasuries, Jimothy coin, earnings, Optimus robots. It's the greatest stream in the world, brother. Someone's getting rich. Also, BitMEX is shutting down, which is crazy. BitMEX is before my time.
All right. So I'm pouring it right down the.
No, this beer analogy will change how you think about the stock market. No, I want to watch this video though from the intro. Nope, not the flip phone. Nope, not the Miami Heat. Nope. No. This.
Be simple.
We'll watch this. I'm going to get up and we got market open, baby. Then we got to talk about a lot.
Trading life is very different. Trading is actually a very simple lifestyle. You have to cut all the crap out of your life because really your personal life has to be empty. So you can actually make very well-informed decisions over and over again, multiple times. If you think about it like this, if your personal life is really hectic or your business life is really hectic all the time, it's going to affect your trading decisions and vice versa, actually. If you have an extremely complicated, very hectic trading lifestyle, then it's going to affect your personal life. So your personal life, your trading life need to mirror each other. Decision fatigue is a big thing in the industry that you need to avoid because it creates scenarios where you can make bad decisions and it can cost a lot of money. So every professional trader knows that you have to absolutely have a personal life that's simple and a trading life that mirrors your personal life and vice versa.
Movie. Send me the videos that you like.
really experienced and
I've never heard of that guy in my life.
Buy the dip, short the VIX, fuck Bitcoin.
We are gonna get so goddamn good at this game.
And this bitch still capping with Dan, bro.
We are going to get so good at this fucking game.
Buy the dip, short the VIX, fuck Bitcoin.
We're going to get so good, man. Someone's getting rich, chat. Burn that into your head, man. Somebody is getting rich, dog. Somebody. Burn it into your brain. Wake up and think about it. Somebody's getting rich. All right, I'm getting up. I'm back in 30 seconds. When I come back, stock market open. Then I got to talk about the proliferation of cigarettes, why Zins are cool, FWAs, fake world assets, everything. BRB. The market opens in 20 seconds. As always, the stock market is powered by Phantom. It's powered by Phantom. Stock market open. Excuse me, it's powered by Phantom because anything you want to trade is on Phantom. You want to buy stocks, you want to buy tokenized stocks, you want to sell your stocks for stable coins, you want to buy crypto, you want to experiment on chain, whatever you want to do, perps, whatever it is, you can do it on Phantom. We love you. And the stock market is officially oh boy, I'm scared to look. I am scared. Oh, pump fund. Ooh, I'm scared to look. Oh God. The S&P 500 officially opens up down 1.12%. The NASDAQ 100 opens up down 1.27%. The Dow opens down 1.15%. The SOX opens down 5%. The SOX sold, 5%. The SOX down 1.6. DRAM, $57. That is down 1.25. The Kospi yesterday's trading session was up 4%. I don't think that that's going to last very long. The Magnificent 7 is down 3.3%. We're going to be talking about on-chain today because this is ugly. Bitcoin fighting. Green candle to start on the open. Pump Fund. 1940, strongest thing on my entire chart. Shaw's green, silver down 3.5%, $57 on silver. Treasuries are screaming, man. They are screaming. VIX is up 16%. Gold down 2%. Copper down 2%. Zcash is flat, and Monero is down 0.4. You're not going to spend that much time on market open because there's a lot I want to talk about, and we have a guest today. But crude oil, $90.74. Brent oil, $93.73. It just wicked to 75. Ooh, my God. Palantir down 1.2. Oh my God, what is that? Why does it look like that? Palantir. VIX is up 17%. Big AI. This is going to be scary. This is going to be scary. There's a couple things green. SK Hynix is green. Cloudflare is green. Snowflake is green. Micron is somehow green. Dell is green. Shaw's is green. And Bloom Energy is green. Everything else, SpaceX 114, Microsoft down 0.5, AMD down 0.2, Nokia down 2, SanDisk down 0.5, Intel down 1. They have earnings today. Big deal. By the way, if Intel beats earnings, which I'm gonna go out on a limb and say they are for no particular reason, we're gonna run Bubble Boy Part 2. Check GME. I will stop what I'm doing and check GME. I don't mind. Dude, it's fucking red. I thought you were gonna tell me it was green. The stock, it's red. What? I thought you were gonna tell me it's. I thought you were gonna tell me it's up like 6%. The meme or the stock. GME, the meme. It's 10 mil. Stable just tweeted. What do we got? Stable just tweeted. This is old. Pfeffer incoming. What's the market cap of this? Pfeffer. Why can't I find it? What is the coin on this? We gotta come back. I thought you were gonna tell me GME was up like a massive amount. It's not. Netflix down 1, Intel down 1.5. If Intel beats, we're gonna have Bubble Boy Part 2, which is a movie. Bubble Boy Part 2. Apple down 1.3. Cerebras. Look at this, guys. Look at this. Cerebras yesterday has printed one of the nastiest charts I've ever seen. This thing was up. This thing went from 200 to 243. So 25, 50, 20-ish something percent pump. And it's all the way back down to $200. RoboStrategy down 0.75. NVIDIA down 1.5. ARM down 2. Rocket Lab down 1.5. It's bloody. Meta's down 3.5. Amazon down 3.5. IBM about to lose 200. EU commissioners. We have fined Google $1 billion for breaching the Digital Markets Act by promoting their own services and restricting customer access to alternatives on Google. Wow, that is pretty ugly. Anytime you see a tweet from the European Union, it's just fucking disgusting. Let me keep going. I haven't even got to Google yet. Google's down 6%. When's the last time Google dropped 6% in a day? Oh my God. 6. Tesla down 10. 337 on Tesla. 10%. Oh my God. Look at this. Lowest price since April 26. Before that, lowest price in September 25. Tesla is down 10%. We got to take a look at this. Tesla miss. Let me see. I think there's an Elon. They asked him about his SpaceX merger, which we could take a second to look.
A lot of chatter about SpaceX and Tesla combining in some way. I mean, a lot of collaboration already today. I mean, Elon, do you see synergies eventually from combining the companies? Does that make sense from your perspective over time?
Well, I mean, as you can tell from all the many collaborations on so many fronts with SpaceX, and there's a lot, there's more and more overlap, especially with Terrafab. That's really going to be a gigantic project. So, but obviously, we can't talk about combining companies and that kind of thing on an earnings call. It's got to be done with the appropriate process.
Can't talk about it on the earnings call. Who wants to though? He basically came on there and talked about Optimus will be the biggest product ever. I think Optimus will be the biggest product, not just Tesla's biggest product ever, but probably the biggest product ever. We haven't gotten to Google yet. What were the signs? House passes bill to limit stock purchases. Members of Congress, yes. Trump media, $100,000 paid group, yes. And some AP raffle. And the AUM of leveraged ETFs. Wow, it's carnage. We got to definitely spend a few minutes on this. Tesla 337, horrid. Google's down 6%, 320. QCOM's down 2. What are the other biggest losers today? BlackBerry, Nokia, AMD losing it. Shaw's is now red. SpaceX is where? Wow, 115 on SpaceX. Every day we get closer to SpaceX dilution as well, and crude is screaming right now. Oh my God, it's screaming. Look at this. Brent oil 93.6. Threadguy, why do you think memes are back? Because on-chain experimentation is happening, baby. It's happening. Dare I say, also, this is bizarre. DRAM is up. Okay. Memory is up. Mags are destroyed. IGV is destroyed. Semis are about to be up. Neo clouds are up / fighting. Nothing is green on the consumer list. Eli Lilly is green. Reddit is green, but had a terrible day yesterday. I got into gym at 300K to 12, my best trade I've ever made. Congratulations. What experiments are we having exactly that you see? I'm gonna get back to on chain, but the stock market right now is gonna determine the fate of the world. So give me like 10 minutes. Okay. Roblox is crushed. Strategy's under 100. Coinbase is down bad. Robinhood is down. AMC, of course. StubHub is red. Bless the gods. StubHub should never have a green candle ever again. Take-Two is red. Wavy, I'm sorry. And then, yeah, DRAM is green. And mags are crushed. So basically everyone is just done with the hyperscalers. At the same time, Bitcoin, I was going to say it's not bad. It's not bad. Is 65. And the strongest thing on my list is fucking Pump Fun. It's the strongest thing on out of everything. On all charts. It's Pump Fun. It's the strongest thing on all charts. Also, if you're watching on YouTube or Twitter and you like to chat, by the way, twitch.tv/threadguy. And then we're just stuck with these yields screaming. I would imagine, like, if there was I wish there was a poly market for, next Trump taco. I would imagine it's today. I watch on X and Twitch to get you more views. I love you. I would imagine it's today that this comes because you can't really hold on to this for much longer. Stream's been goated since market open on Real Pivot. Thank you. You can't. How much longer can you hold on to this for? I don't know. How the strongest assets in the world right now are Pump Fun and Brent oil. How much longer can you hold on to this for? It's screaming. Funding is flat. Dude, I fucking longed this thing 3 times. Greg, you remember. I longed it with you, Greg, 3 times at 82, and I traded it like a little bitch fuck. Every single stream, it's either I need to get the fuck out of this Shaw's trade or Shaw's looks so good. I'm not smarter than Leopold. I know. Yeah, this is a rough open. So I think Bitcoin is showing some strength, surprisingly. And is it hype? No. Dollar coming down. Yeah, we're going to see. But this is a nasty day for this is why this is a nasty day. Okay. Me, you, and Greg. Is Tesla 333 and Google is $321. Let's spend a few minutes talking about Google, and we're going to stifle back. Is that a word? Stifle back to on-chain here pretty shortly. So Google had earnings yesterday. Okay, this is important to understand. Doge CEO, why did I click this? Oh, it's a good one. Tesla's retains entire Bitcoin position of 11,000 Bitcoin worth 755 million. Nice. Do they hold Dogecoin? Did you win anything good on FWA? I want to doodle, bro. I want to doodle. I want to save this because I want to spend some time on this. I want to doodle on this. So no. Okay, so Google had a sick earnings yesterday. Big beat on Google, which we know has been in a rough spot with Gemini. Okay. And they basically came out and said they are raising their forward CapEx expectations to over $200 billion. Okay, there's over $200 billion. Huge CapEx increase, and it's just like a monster. Like they're spending infinite money on the AI build out. As a result of this, Google cash flow has gone negative for the first time ever. Gone negative for the first time ever. You know, we had this discussion with Mando came on, and he's like, you know, what's going to happen to Marvell and Nebius when the hyperscalers are reducing CapEx? Well, no, they're increasing it. We were spending more money on the AI build out. And so much so that for like the first time ever, Google's free cash flow is negative. That's how much money they're spending on CapEx. They're over $200 billion. And so the takeaway here is that more than every dollar they make is going back into these contracts, into compute, into these neoclouds, into NVIDIA, GPUs, whatever, to build out AI. And they're doing it at a time where their AI sucks. Gemini sucks. And the market is, I mean, to me, the market is shouting at them. No, 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 no. Now, maybe this is a different story if frontier model is Gemini, but it's not frontier model. Gemini sucks. And so as it currently stands, I think there's like a pretty clear rotation happening. Okay. Which is hyperscalers, CapEx spenders are down 3.2% today. And then DRAM is green. And so the people spending the money are down a lot. The people receiving the money are up a lot in the mix of chaos. And that is the clear, to me, that's the clear stance by the market. If you're receiving AI money, you are good. Micron, like, look, Micron, you're good. Marvell, you're good. Bloom Energy, you're good. SanDisk, you're good. Shaw's, you're good. Fuck it. Intel, you're good. AMD, you're good. ASML, you're good. Broadcom, you're good. And then if you're spending it, you're bad. Tesla, you're bad. Google, you're bad. Amazon, you're bad. Meta, you're bad. Oracle, you're the worst. You are the worst. Apple kind of gets a pass. NVIDIA, you're bad. Another receiver. But Microsoft, you're bad. So that's where we're at. Crazy day in the market, really. I mean, wow. Bitcoin holding up and fucking pump fund is holding on well. So anyways, last thing on Google that's crazy is they're claiming that Gemini has 950 million monthly active users. There's 7 billion people in the world. That's like 1 out of 7 humans are using Google Gemini every month. There's 200 people and 204 people that are chatting in this chat. Have you used Gemini in the last month? I haven't. I know Tulip King hasn't. I know DNAP hasn't. I know Malcolm hasn't. But that isn't the law of averages. Still, it's only 4. Wow, every day? Oh! Does this count? Does me typing this search count as a Gemini MAU? It didn't work. Give me the AI summary thing. Wait. Are they counting searches? No, you little fuckers. No way they're counting searches. Hold on. Does Google count a Google search that gives AI summary as a MAU? No way. Oh my God, that counts? What? They're out here finagling shit, bro. Oh. As a Gemini MAU, I meant. Wait. Sorry. No. No? Then how the fuck does Gemini, the like 9th best AI model, have 950 million MAUs if it doesn't count AI search? No way, bruh. They're Okay, so it is counting search. God damn, man. Get it together, please. Thanks. Okay, so they are counting search. That should be illegal. That is not right. All right, we're gonna spend like okay. I want to spend 5 more minutes on market open, and then I want to get into some other topics. All right, chat. What do you hold? What are you long? What are you short? What have you entered? What have you exited? What have you exited is really what I want to know. God, mags keep going. Long hype. Everyone's long hype. Pawns, FWA, Cash Cat. So many people lost money on Cash Cat. Only MU up 10%. Nice. Tendies, Tesla puts. God, you're a freak. Get long dev on stream. Long hood, Intel, Nebius, AI, GME, DRAM from the local bottom. Take two. Ugh. And cards again. Really? Nothing. Long stable pump. Long Cat Elf AMD. Long Rocket Lab Micron. Only in Micron. I want to start rotating into robotics. Still short CXMT. God, things been getting crushed. I started to have Google and QCOM. When? Long Solana. I closed my Solana long because I was just getting pissed. Holding AI and chain long 6. Like cigarettes? I have a cigarette section for today. Delta neutral Bitcoin market making. Fuck, what does that even mean? What did you just say? Delta neutral long Bitcoin market making? Fuck. People come in here doing shit. I don't even know what that means. You see LMT is plus 11% today? What? Oh my God. What? Guys? Raytheon is up 8%. Lockheed Martin is up 12%. Northrop Grumman is up 4. Do you think the government knows I have a torn labrum and I am unfit for war despite hitting shoulders at Equinox yesterday? Wow. Yeah, guys. And Palantir is red. Just say you trade meme coins. They're gonna be like, I'm mentally unfit to fight in the war. And they'll be like, how do we know? And I'm gonna be like, I trade meme coins. And they're gonna be like, get this guy the fuck away from me. It's like when J.E. told Sailor to get the fuck off the island because he creeped him out. Wow. Jeez. Disclosure day. I haven't seen it. Good analogy. Yeah, thanks. Wow, what a day. Whole time pump fund just chilling. Just chilling. Did you trade Trump for profit? Consider this a thank you. Palantir is better target. Yeah, maybe Palantir is like a long. I don't know. I'm doing nothing. I'm trading shit on chain. Oracle about to get liquidated in an oil short. Let's see. TJ, what memes you bidding? I hold this coin on chain. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm not afraid to tell you what it is because there's no way for you to acquire it without like playing the game and wanting to like quit. Wow, Oracle's done 600K on a oil short. God, this port is scary. They have 7 mil on a Zeke long. Why Google down so much? Because the market does not like this idea that they are going to spend insane amounts on CapEx. It's going up. Wow, look at it go. Wait, what's Twitter? Is Twitter freaking out? My stock Twitter? I need to add this to the list. Hold on. We'll come back to this. Hold the thought on chain, people. Hold your thought. Is my stock Twitter like freaking out? Where is like RJC. Almost time to lever up even more. I guess not. What about Bubble Boy? I really hope Intel beats today. I want to do Bubble Boy back on stream. Why is Google down while DRAM trading like crazy? Well, here's the way to think about it. Google is spending the money on DRAM. DRAM is receiving the money from Google. And the market is saying the receivers we like. Google needs memory. Memory needs Google, but Google spends on memory. So the receivers are printing right now. Micron's green. It's crazy. Micron's up, not insane amount, but it's up 200%. SK Hynix is up 5%. The receivers are going up. The spenders are going down. Like, Cerebus is fairly strong, but then like Amazon crushed. Google crushed. Tesla, look at this. 12% in a day. When is the last time Tesla has dumped 12% in one day? Wow. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. July 24th. My brother's birthday. Oh, my God. Is it today? Is it today? What's today's day? Is it birthday today? Wait. What's today's date? No. Oh, it's tomorrow. Fuck. I'm like, fuck. I'm an asshole, right? Fuck me. The last time it was 2024. It dumped 12%. It's down 12 right now. It's been 2 years. That is Google's down 6. When's the last time Google dumped 6% in a day? Elon net worth is down $700 billion in the last month. July 24th, 2024. What the fuck happened July 24th, 2024? What the fuck happened? What happened July 24th, 2024? Nothing? July 2020. Watch this. The July 2024 sell-off is now remembered as the market panicking over AI spending that ultimately paid off. It's selling on CapEx spending is why it dumped. Fuck me, huh? I was a week too early. I was a week too fucking early. I was a week early. I was 1 week early. 1 week, Greg. 1 week, Greg. I bought it 3 times. Look at my Hyperliquid account. I was 1 week early. Oh my God. Wow, guys. Crazy day in the market. What a nuts scary day. Tesla 12. We're gonna get off this in a second. It's almost been 30. How has it almost been 30 minutes? Mags 3.6. Soxel fighting for their life. Wall Street Engine headline. I don't even want to read it. Anthropic's unusual IPO. Anthropic is considering requiring rank and file employees to sell shares. Plans after it goes public. We'll come back to this. Wow. NASDAQ is not down that much. Only 1%. One more check-in. Bitcoin is holding up right on the trend line. Look at that line I drew. Look at that line I drew, man. It's holding up. And pump fun is the strongest thing in the game. All right, let's talk about some on-chain. Because we have a pump guy that's coming on pretty soon. That, actually, wait, I wanted to see this first. I don't really know how to read this chart. Whatever. So I have a pump guy that's coming on. Also, yeah, Anthropic could go public as soon as September. We're saying that's scary. I have a guy that's coming on in an hour. LB. You guys know who this is? Does anyone here know who this is? What do you think of him? LB Explorer. Degenerate gambler. He publicly spanked $1 million in a pump. Spot. Pretty early. And he kind of fired me up. He didn't like convince me to buy it, but he kind of fired me up about it. And so I've been DMing him about mega poor. I've been DMing him about the Believe guy. He did it with Believe too. I don't know where he fucking gets the money from, but I've been DMing him back and forth about pump questions, like when are unlocks and how is this gonna work? And so he's gonna come on for at the end of the stream. We have an hour. We're gonna go through. I have a segment I want to do. We have some stuff to get through today. I want to talk about how everyone's smoking cigarettes again. I want to talk about on chain, what I think is cool. But he's gonna come on and we're gonna talk about pump for the end of stream today. And I just want to show you this. Like, I'm looking at a couple memes that are doing well on chain. I guess it's just Jimothy on Sol. Is anything else on Sol doing really well right now? Like, actually well? I've seen this, the bear on the pole. That was a good one. Is anything else, like, really hot on Solana? I want to learn to trade. Kindly tell us how to start. Just hang out here for a while and you'll figure it out. Spend some time here, man. Every day, 8:30 a.m. You'll figure it out. You come here enough days in a row, you'll figure it out. Yeah, most of it's on Robinhood, but there's some stuff on Sol, and this is what is actually inspiring about these numbers, considering that most of it is on Robinhood. Pump Fund recent revenue days. Ready? Buyback amount 430, 430. 400, 430, 430, 490, 500, 578 yesterday. 578 on nothing. On what? On Jimothy, I guess. 578. It was the most money Pump has made in a day since... I'm not going to count this just for narrative purposes. It's the most money they've made since June 30th. And then second is on Ansem Day. June 30th, they made this. And then July 7th, they made this amount. And they're back at it again. The numbers are going up. And the coins are not really happening on Solana. And so it's crazy that I'm like a meme coin bull right now. It's like so ridiculous. But here I sit. And I look at this chart and I think to myself, God damn, there is on-chain experimentation happening right now and it's firing me up. And so I want to talk to you about a coin that I really like and a concept that I'm really interested in right now. Also, let's look at Ansem coin real quick. I don't understand what I'm about to try to explain to you. I don't really understand. I'm not bad at Ansem coin. I'm about to explain a concept to you I don't really understand. Okay, so I'm going to ask for forgiveness that you bear with me on this one because I don't really understand it, but I'm interested in it. Okay, and it's this coin. Has anyone seen this coin? FWA. Do you know what this is? Do you know what this is, chat? Has anyone seen this? Has anyone seen this? Has anyone seen this? Has anyone seen this? No. Okay, well, look, it falls in line with my idea of there is cool experiment stuff happening in crypto right now. And yes, I have this thread. Okay, let's talk about it. Also, I want to start with this tweet. Because crypto's got me fired up right now. People are doing shit on chain. I love when people do shit on chain. Always interesting consuming content from the 2021 peak and contrasting that euphoria with where we are today. Bitcoin was destined to flip gold. ETH was the future of the internet. DeFi and Web3 would immediately change the world. Few people foresaw what the next year would bring, let alone the next 4. And it's the exact opposite of what people expected to play out, save for the muddied success of BTC. Today, we are at polar opposite ends of the spectrum, and it isn't just that people are pessimistic, it's that they're also unimaginative. It's just memes and speculation has become a common coping mechanism to make sense of the last 4 years. Decentralization is dead. And the end-all be-all will be the big boys from Wall Street squeezing out a few extra bips of P&L by replacing their back end with blockchains. Even the few that believe in a recovery have narrower views on what this technology may ultimately be used for and its value to society. I don't remember the last time I've heard a bull case for DePIN, DAOs, NFTs, decentralized identity, the creator economy, or anything beyond the current things that people do on blockchains. Even blockchains applied to AI. The most imaginative technological category on the planet is met with skepticism and bitterness these days. The bull's spirit has been completely broken. I'm uncertain of the specifics of how the next year or 4 will play out from here. I also believe that some of the things this industry was excited about in the past were genuinely bad ideas and will never come back. But I'm certain the coming years will be vastly different from the prior ones and likely much more fruitful. It's hard not to be a prisoner of the moment, let alone see what lies beyond its thick bars. But if you're ever to escape, the first step is recognizing that you are in one. And so I said at the beginning of the show, I'll say it one more time, is like, I think your goal with something like on-chain that is fleeting and very unknown is that whenever you see whenever you see something new you don't understand, you should just click it and then see what happens and go figure out what it is after. Click it, see what it is, figure it out after. And so last night, okay, so I've learned of this I've been briefed on this concept called loss to earn. Okay, it's like a very sophisticated way to gamble. It's interesting. I've been briefed on this. Loss to earn. And this loss to earn reward system seems like the next big thing in crypto worth paying attention to any app or protocol using this system IMO. And so response, isn't this basically gotcha? Not super familiar with FWA, but I have a working thesis that gotcha mechanism in crypto is the next core primitive that gets built on top of. There'll be many, many flavors of this though, not just TCG. And he says, I agree it's very sticky. There's one more post he made about it. Yes, here it is. And so someone said, isn't this always been the crypto meta? Perp, you farm points via getting wrecked. Same thing happened in Blur Meta. Different NFTs had lotteries. And he says, yes. For those you're banking on airdrops and stuff down the road, with new things like FWA and paper trade, which is what Jez is working on, you immediately get tokens and don't have to wait. It's a much clearer dynamic than farming airdrops that haven't TGE'd. And so the way that I understand with this like loss, what are we calling it? Loss to earn. I'm going to bring somebody on stream to explain it. By the way, I'm going to bring somebody on to explain loss to earn. But the way I understand it is like you have some like gamified mechanism, whether it be like a like on-chain game or like a gotcha platform. There's some like lottery, gambling, casino. Like so you have like some mechanism that is a token attached. And it's like a minus EV mechanism. Like there's either like fees or they're like taking a tax or whatever it is. Or something like minus EV to play. And you're basically like getting compensated in tokens. Okay, so you like play the mechanism and the only way to earn the token is to play the mechanism. And so this thing launched the other day that I was made aware of when, well, I clicked on the guy's DMs and realized he sent it to me a month ago and I didn't see it. But Adam, who created Punk, remember the NFT strategy tokens, like the like NFT funds or whatever that would like automatically, you trade the token, they'd take the tax, they'd buy the NFT, trade the token, take the tax, buy the NFT, trade the token, take the tax, buy the NFT. And it went really high. Like Punk strategy went to PNSTR like this. PKSTR. Fuck. Here it is. How high did this go? Oh my God. It went to $275 million, which is nuts. And so there's this guy it was like 1010 basically. You remember this? We had him on stream way back. And so the mechanism for this, yeah, it was a tax token. They would take the tax, they'd buy the NFT. And so he launched this thing called Fake World Assets. And I'm going to be honest, I spent all night last night, like actually spent like 2 hours trying to farm this coin. Well, so okay, so I see this coin. On like Deck Screener. And I'm like, oh my God, I want to buy this. And so I go try to buy it and it like doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I'm like, oh my God. So I DM Adam and I'm like, why can't I buy the coin? And I open my DMs and the first thing that I see is that he DM'd me on like June 30th and was like, yo, I'm about to launch this thing. Like you should check it out. Completely ignored it. Completely just ignored it. Like didn't see it, missed it completely. It's at 10 mil. I'm like, fuck my life. Like I could have, you know, whatever. And so then I realized the only way to acquire this token is to play the gacha machine, which is insane. Like there's look, I mean the chart is weird, right? There's like no, there's not a lot of liquidity. It's a weird chart. The only way to acquire the token is to play the game. And so let me see, like, maybe this is a good thread. Okay, let me. I'm gonna try to read it and try to like make sense out of it. I'm also not coming here to tell you this is some like world-changing mechanism. No, you can sell, you just like can't buy. You can sell, you just can't buy. It's not like some world-changing mechanism, but some new cool shit that I saw and it fired me up. And by the way, this is what I saw that actually convinced me to I need to figure out what this is. Gary V made a tweet and he said, this is what I saw. That was Peter Thiel. Gary V made a tweet yesterday and he said, "Hi, if this is your NFT wallet, please DM me. I am humbled by the Series 2 purchases and I want to get closer to new whales." This is the FWA contract that this wallet is the FWA like vault is what this is. And people are they're buying VFriends to list them on the platform to trade them for the token is what's happening. Okay, and it's done 65,000 transactions on mainnet in 6 days. It's nuts. Okay, so I haven't read this thread yet, but I think it's maybe a good one. I hope it's a good one actually, because if it's not, I'm in trouble. All right, bro, what is a fake world asset? An explanation of FWA in very simple terms. Fake world assets is an on-chain randomized NFT acquisition protocol. An NFT position is a listed NFT paired with committed ETH backing. And that backing sets its selection weight. Less backing equals selected more often. So you list an NFT and you like put up some level of ETH with it. The more ETH, the less likely it is to get selected. I think the more token you earn. The less ETH, the more likely it is to get selected, the less token you earn. Think of it like a loot box, but for NFTs and with ETH inside. You pay to open one, you get a random NFT. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. There's two types of participants in the protocol: depositors and purchasers. Depositors put an NFT in the pool with some ETH attached to it. Purchasers pay to pull a random NFT out of that pool. And so you could like connect a purchase and you could buy like one NFT, like 0.027, I think you could buy a random NFT for. Purchasers pay to pull a random NFT out of that pool. Why would I deposit? You're locking your NFT in the pool with ETH backing and earning fees every time someone pulls from the pool. The longer your NFTs stay in, the more fees you collect. What if someone pulls my NFT? Will they choose between keeping your NFT or selling it back to you for 85% of its ETH backing? If they sell it back, you recover the NFT and keep 15% of the backing, and the other 85% goes to the purchaser. That is the risk you take as a depositor. And so as a purchaser, this is what I was doing. I think this is the worst way to play it, but I really wanted the token. I think I was doing the worst thing you could do. You pay a price derived from the backing across the pool. So the current price is like 0.0279. You can get one. You pay a price derived from the backing across the pool, then you receive a random NFT, and you choose to either keep it or take 85% of its ETH backing. You can pick whichever you think is worth more. This is where I get a little bit confused. I'm not gonna lie. The pool has 3 positions. Shit NFT with 0.1 ETH backing, very likely. Okay NFT, 0.5 ETH backing is less likely, and a rare NFT with a 2 ETH backing is very rare. You pay 0.26 ETH to pull. This is based on the expected value of a pull plus a fee. If you pull the rarest, you either keep it or return it for 1.7 ETH. That's a 6x. Or you get the cheap one. You return it for 0.085 ETH. You lost money. Rip. So more ETH equals rare. That's the key mechanic. More ETH backing means lower probability of being selected, more time to earn fees, a larger potential loss for the depositor if selected. Less backing means the opposite. TLDR. FWA equals open NFT gacha with ETH backed buyback offers. Depositors earn fees but risk paying out 85% of their ETH backing if someone returns their NFT. Purchasers gamble on getting a position worth more than they paid. No way. Is that Adam? Wait, you want to just call in really quick? You want to call me in Discord or no? Are you free? So anyways, I still don't fully understand the mechanism, okay? I'm going to keep it a buck. Basically, you want your NFT to survive in the pool as long as possible. More valuable NFTs are less likely to get pulled. I'm unsure if, like, could I put up a really shit NFT, like a 0.02 ETH NFT, and then put a huge backing behind it and just sit there and earn? Or is the backing essentially pegged to the floor price of an NFT? So, like, to get a big backing in, let me just call him. I don't have an overlay, though, for him. Luke, how quick could you make him a Discord overlay? Fuck it. I'm just gonna call him. Who cares? I'm just gonna call him. I think I have his thing. Right now. Dude, do I not have his thing? Adam. Is this you? I think this is him. Yo. Did I just DM a random? Oh, it is him. Let's go. Bet. I'm just gonna call him. We'll spend like 10 minutes. Yeah, no camera. Fuck that. Yo.
Yo, how you doing?
Wait, let me fix my oh, my headphones are off. Hold on.
Let me close your
Be
stream.
like, 2 seconds. Yo, you hear me?
Yeah, perfect. How you
Okay,
doing?
sick. What's up, man? How are you?
Oh, great, dude. Fucking awesome.
Dude,
Another great week.
what the fuck, man? I saw this from a Gary V tweet yesterday, and then I'm like, no way he did it again. I click on our DMs, and you sent it to me a month, 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, 3 weeks ago there was an exploit too, so you would have probably.
Yeah. So what
played that
happened?
one
I
without
saw you post about this.
Yeah, a bad code, honestly. And basically, there was a way for people to manipulate which NFT they got purchased. And so we use Chainlink to determine like the random number. And I'll try to simplify it as much as possible.
Okay.
But what people were able to do is there's like a 2-block period where everyone knows what number Chainlink's going to pick. And so they were able to throw prizes in really quickly to switch which prize is at that number, if that makes sense.
Oh, so someone manipulated it.
Yeah. And so they got a punk when they really shouldn't have. So we just paused it. Luckily, I didn't even look at who did it, honestly. It was just kind of charged to the game. Sucks. But they only took 1 punk and there was 3 in there, so it could have been way worse. But yeah, so I paid the guy back. The weirdest shit ever, though. I don't know if you saw my tweet yesterday. So someone lost their punk. I reimbursed him.
And they binked the punk on the
Exactly. And then they purchased like 70 times and won it. It was fucking crazy. And so I was talking to the guy. He's like, "Can I keep it?" I was like, "Dude, of course. Like, you fucking want it." But I was like, "You should totally click cash out as FWA though," and then he did. So it was awesome.
I
I
made 115 purchases yesterday.
Hell yeah! Is it fun? I think it's
Well,
fun.
it was tilting. It was very frustrating because it was like I started DMing you. I'm like, it doesn't work, dude. It doesn't work. I'm like, no, it does work. It doesn't work. No, it does work. But okay, let's just talk about the mechanism. So I saw, I saw it actually was Gary V. I think it was Gary V. Tweeted. He's like, "Hi, if this is your NFT wallet, like, please DM me." And, I'm humbled, and it's like
it's the protocol.
It's the protocol.
Yeah.
Okay, so can you explain like the most plus EV way to play this, like how it works as a depositor versus how it works as a purchaser of the NFTs?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what I can actually say, but I think so. There's 2 sides, and I actually think this was the first kind of, if you want to call it a gotcha platform, I'd call it an NFT purchasing protocol.
Okay.
But anyway, basically, this is the first time I think you can actually stock what is in like a pool. When you see all these other kind of trading card gotcha machines, and it's all they're always the house because they have to be. There's no other way to prove that they actually own what is in the pot.
Oh.
Whereas here, anyone can stock it. And so I think that is a huge unlock of like, oh, I can play as both sides. And that's what we've seen. People they're purchasing NFTs, they're getting something they don't want, they're throwing that shit right back in, and it's just nonstop kind of gameplay. So that's the first thing. And there's again 2 sides. One, you're the purchaser, and so some people
So
are
it would be like
playing
if
the game.
it was a TCG gotcha and I could like, deposit my Charizard.
Exactly. But because you just can't, that just doesn't really exist. I think there'll
Doesn't
probably be
exist.
services where you can send your card to them, they'll mint it. This might already, maybe this exists, I don't know. But they'll mint it and then you can throw it in. But that's so much time in between. Whereas here, we have all these NFTs that people love that you can't do shit with. And that was kind of the idea with Puncture too, is like people want to do things with these expensive NFTs. And if you can just make something cool, it's like, that's all it takes. And then it just is off to the races. And so as a depositor, what you can do is basically, we don't know the price of any of these assets. And I think that's kind of a big thing that I focus on. There's a lot of Oracle failures in crypto. It's almost the biggest kind of exploit mechanism. We don't know what anything fucking costs. And so what we do is say, all right, what are you willing to buy this back for? And so you pair up your Milady and you pair up, let's say, 1 ETH. If someone manages to purchase your Milady from the protocol, they have 3 choices. I'll take the Milady, I'll take the ETH, or I'll take the ETH as FWA, which is the only way to currently buy it. And so a lot of people right now, they're doing that. They're getting an asset they don't like, and they're just like, I want the FWA. I want the platform token. It's the only way to get it. And they're just kind of in that loop. But if, let's say, like your example, you take a Milady and you pair it with 60 ETH just to farm FWA, you can totally do that. But if someone wins your Milady, they're going to take the 60 ETH minus like the 10% haircut. And so, or 15% haircut.
So you're sort of taking a risk slider on like if
exactly.
So I could put up the cheap a Nakamigo 0.08 ETH and pair it, deposit it with like 100 ETH, and it's super mathematically unlikely to get selected. But if it does get selected, they can take 100 ETH.
Yes, versus your Nakamigo. In an ideal world where it's hard right now because everyone's slamming into cash out its FWA and no one's really taking the NFTs just because they think the token is cheap and that's the only way to buy it. In an ideal world where you price everything perfectly, they'll take the ETH or they'll take the NFT, because let's say you pair a Punk with 33 ETH and there's a 33 ETH standing bid on OpenSea and they win. They're going to take the Punk because they'll sell it on a different platform. Whereas if they take the ETH, they're going to take a 15% haircut, which is like 5 ETH. So they'll only get 28. So it kind of incentivizes people to price it perfectly. And if you misprice it,
I might have just like skipped that, but because you take the platform fee, it's 15%.
Yes,
you would rather claim the NFT if it's priced correctly. That you could sell it on OpenSea and lose 1%. Exactly. Keep 14% extra.
Totally. And so right now as well, and a lot of the other kind of platforms have that 15% fee. So right now that goes to TokenWorks, and that's going to change. If you look at the docs, I have a whole explainer. But basically, for the first 15 days, we're giving away 1% of the token supply to everyone who purchases, and we're giving 1% of the token supply to everyone who deposits. And at the end of that 15-day period, we can decide how much of the fees that the protocol is generating will then go back to buying and burning FWA, or buying and distributing to purchasers, or buying and distributing to depositors. And so there's a lot of levers we can pull, but the goal is for the money that the protocol makes, the majority of it, to stay kind of in the ecosystem rather than just go to me. But I also think, I need to pay back my 2 Punks, and I think I should also make money for the product. But still,
got it. So 13% is you're taking, and then 1% is going back to, for the first 15 days, 1% is going back to the depositors, 1% is going back to purchasers, and then
no. There is 20% of the token supply itself is going to people that are playing the game.
Got it. It has nothing to do with the fee.
Yes.
Okay.
And the fee is just currently going and being taken as rake, but eventually it will go and kind of stay within the ecosystem. Maybe not all of it, but we have that parameter ability to change the amount.
Got it. So right now 50% is rake. You'll figure out what to do with it, and then 20% of token supply you were just like holding back and you're giving out.
No, it's yes, yeah, you can think of it like that. But if you go to your manage page, I don't know if you're still.
Yeah, it's like it's pending, right? Like I'm waiting 8 hours or something.
Yeah, so you can see FWA accruing on listings. So basically, you have your NFT positions, and that is claimable whenever you want. So that will just accrue over time, and the larger your NFT position, the more it accrues. So it's like the square root of the prize. Not that it matters, but you can think larger NFT, more FWA. And then you also get every day. It should be grayed out, but it'll say, let's say there's 1% and there's 100 purchases. It's just divided by 100, and so that's kind of the two daily options. There's also something minor that hasn't really happened yet, but if you go on the homepage, you can see buyer reward.
Okay.
And it's this like red slider.
Yeah,
it's right below
I see it.
So basically, the price to purchase is 1.1x. And so let's say the average of all of the NFTs is 0.085. With the extra 10% on top, it's 0.09. So it's always like this little edge on top. But when no one is buying from the pool, that edge actually goes back to the purchaser as FWA. And it's still the same price, but you can kind of think of it like almost like a kickback. I don't know what the correct term would be.
I see what you're saying.
Basically, the pool is cold. Let's reignite it by giving back FWA and making it more kind of EV to play.
So if you're like, okay, first, can you explain the, I guess I should know what this is, but VRF? I feel like I was getting chopped by VRF, dude, yesterday.
So VRF is, I believe it's verified randomness function. That could be completely wrong. But basically, we are just telling Chainlink, hey, because it's a huge problem in crypto, as I'm sure you know, to like get a random number.
Yeah, verifiable random function. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when the random number can influence like millions of dollars. And so there are a couple ways to do it. Some of them are, there's like a prev.randao is like in Solidity, it's a way to do it. But if you are a block proposer, a lot of it's manipulable. And so we're like, how do we get a random number when there are hundreds of thousands of dollars at stake?
Got it.
And that's all Chainlink does, pretty much. Chainlink's whole $billion business.
Wow, I didn't even know this. I didn't even know about this. That's a crazy concept.
They give random numbers and they give prices. So they're oracles for what is the price of Ethereum, what is the price of XYZ asset. But their big thing is like we pay them. So we'll say, here's $1. And then in a couple blocks, they give us a random number. And that's their whole kind of shtick. And that's one of the best ways to do it. But you have to pay for it. And so it's kind of factored into the purchase price. But just like Punk Strategy, I kind of have it all coded. So if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, it'll still run without me, which I think is important. And yeah, so that's kind of the pitch. So also when you deposit, I obviously, for anyone listening, if you didn't see it, I put a Punk in yesterday and someone won it. I ended up getting about 4 ETH back from having it deposited. So I took a big haircut, which is just like the risk. But I also had another NFT that I backed by 1 ETH that made 4 ETH. And so it's just kind of luck of the draw.
Wow.
But if you keep depositing back, like let's say you have the cheapest NFT position and you keep depositing it back after it gets purchased, on average, like it should be positive. But
wait, so did I just play this wrong? Like, okay, so I'm like, I need this token now. And so I just started spamming ETH and then selling every NFT for FWA.
That's the only way to get the token currently, other than farming. But like, if you
I was like, I need it. Yeah, I was like, I need it now.
If you want it now,
time to farm. Yeah.
So that's kind of the.
Does it matter what NFT I put in the pool, or the backing is really what matters? Like, why would what is my incentive to put a Punk in?
So there's also on the other side, there is a percentage of every purchase that goes to the top NFT position. And
top NFT via backing amount.
Backing,
like why would I put a Punk and back it with 100 ETH rather than putting like an MFer and backing with 100 ETH? Like what's
that's kind of the same thing I was talking about earlier. Is in an ideal world, when you have it backed fairly, they'll take the NFT because they don't want to take the 15% haircut. And so if you back it by exactly what it's worth, they'll take the NFT and not your 100 ETH.
Got
if
it.
that kind of makes sense.
Okay, got it.
But yeah, also it's hard to say exactly how things play out, and everyone's kind of playing the game a little differently. But if you look at the top prize, or not prize, NFT position.
It's a punk 202.
It's a punk, yes.
With 66.
And so there is a kind of a whole nother game being played where you can. It was 5% of every purchase, which was a lot. But basically, that will go to whatever the largest NFT position is.
Oh.
And so it was a fuck ton. It was like way too much. Like it was on average to make 30 ETH a day and
my
be pulled
God.
after 30 days. And so I lowered it from 5% to 1%, which is still really good. But that should help all the other NFT positions. But there's like a little kind of king of the hill thing with being the largest position
It's
as well.
the largest by a lot, too.
Yeah, well, mine was the largest for a while. It was 33, and then this guy came in with 38, and then someone backed with a Milady at 60, and then this guy came in with a punk at 66, and then the Milady withdrew because you can pull it out as long as no one's purchasing. And so there's also, you can throw your punk in backed by ETH and then get ETH from every purchase and then withdraw it and not lose the position. Or, God forbid, you put it in and the next purchase takes it. And so that's kind of the risk you're playing. But I think the big thing is there's so many little games to be played and it's not really like a solved system. And I think whenever you have those conditions, people just fucking love it.
So like theoretically, if I put 10 ETH in just like as a purchaser and just spammed, bulk in 5 and then sell for FWA, when I'm done, I would get out 8.5 ETH worth of FWA, assuming token price was flat. Like,
assuming that your purchases you're getting the amount that you
okay, because I feel like I had less than 85%.
Your odds. If your odds are normal, if
okay, got it. So
because you don't really know what the backing you're gonna get of these purchases are, and so
assuming you were average, basically.
Yeah,
got it. So it could be higher, it could be lower, somewhere in between.
Exactly.
Got it. I was wondering because mine's lower, but I was wondering why.
And I mean, I know no one wants to read it, but there are in all the docs.
I didn't even consider that.
No, it's I don't expect anyone to, but I like having them so I can just be like, go look at the docs. There was a funny tweet let me find it. I'll send it to you. Where someone asked me what the price to calculate how much the purchase is, and I made this little graphic.
You see it on Discord? I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Which is just like no one cares, but like that's kind of what it is. It's some like stupid. It's called the harmonic mean, but it doesn't really.
What am I looking at? What is this?
Exactly. It's just an overcomplicated how we calculate the purchase price. But point being, like, even if you look into it, no one cares, and so
you're like
it's more fun to say.
A pure blood math guy.
Nope, not at all. It's some soul 5.6 shit, and also harmonic mean is like a thing, and I think it's kind of a meme anyway in math.
Because I was going to ask you what you thought about the draconian equation inverse.
Oh, I didn't care at all about that. That was the thing that got proven false.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. There's smarter people. You should ask Josh Q Harris. He would give you a good answer.
By the way, your co-founder blocked me on Twitter. I was just letting you
Tito?
know. Yeah, I was like, wait. I'm like, who else works on TokenWorks? I click on. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Tito's great. He does all the design work, but maybe he
yeah. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah, dude, this is sick though. Let me ask you. I'll let you go in a second. What did you do before, in between this and Punk Strategy?
Yeah. So I did this one called Command, which was basically people would submit ideas to what we should add to the smart contract, and then AI would implement them. So it was like stupid shit, like don't let people trade on Sundays. Make the burn address Vitalik and keep it locked until he has 50% of the supply. And people liked it. People played it. It just died in 2 hours because all the ideas didn't really work, but it was fun.
Yep.
The next one was 10,000 tokens, which I'm sure you've pulled them if you've purchased it. But the idea was a platform where it was 10,000 NFTs. You could burn them to launch a meme coin on the platform, but all the fees from the tokens would go back to the people that hadn't burned yet, which was kind of interesting. idea. People minted it out. They liked it. But only 100 people launched, and so I wrote a thread about how it was dead and how I'm working on something new, and people fucking hated that. They're like, I can't believe you're calling it dead. It's a postmortem. But I'm someone who's like, it didn't work. I would rather spend my time working on a new idea like this than trying to make an idea that's, just proven not to work. So.
Oh, last question. This might be
yeah,
like really dumb, but someone asked in the chat. I'm like, where is the token going when you sell? Like, what is on the other side of that? Just the LP?
It's a Uniswap V4 pool, and so you're just selling it back into the pool. You can just think it's just hard to buy, but it still acts as if you would on any other.
Dude, the you can't buy thing, I was so tilted. I'm like, what? What do you mean I cannot buy?
And eventually you can, to be clear. It's just the idea was
15 days.
It's been 15 days was the goal, and what I put in the docs that when the emission period is done, kind of turn that on. And I love it. I think letting people buy that are playing is what you want. You want holders that have skin in the game, that are willing to participate, not someone that dropped, $50K on FOMO and doesn't really know what this shit is.
Well, yeah, I think that the friction is what makes it really cool, actually.
Yeah.
The friction is interesting.
But eventually, though, there are people that are, I get DMs every day and like every hour that are like, how do I buy this shit? I'm like, oh, just play the game. They're like, I don't want to do all that. And so I think there'll be people that are still waiting to just do it the normal way. Whether or not they do remains to be seen, but maximum 12 more days. If it makes sense, could totally be earlier than that. But I think things are kind of chugging along in a pretty good way right now. So
okay, last thing is 65,000 transactions on mainnet. It's crazy. Where does that rank? Like, what is the most active? What's that most active protocols on mainnet?
Right now, I got no clue. Probably Uniswap. I think a bigger, easier number to confirm is there's been 28,000 purchases in less than 3 days. Fucking crazy. There's been 1,300 ETH of volume of purchases, which is, like $2.6 million. 3 days. Fucking crazy.
Wait,
so
what day did you launch this?
So deposits were last Friday. Purchases were Monday. So it's it's cooking. It's awesome. We're saving Ethereum. It's gonna do it, I think. So we'll see. Or it'll die tomorrow.
Yeah.
But yeah. I like the meme that we're saving Ethereum. It sounds way better.
Let's stick with that one as long as I'm a token holder. Right? How about that?
Exactly.
Adam, you rock, dude. I appreciate you just jumping on.
Yeah, of course. Until next time.
Until next time, brother. I'm sure there will be.
Peace.
Peace.
See ya, peace.
Dude, I think it's cool. Look, I'm not. I'm an advocate for a weird new thing on chain that's like different. Did you already do a GMB take? Yeah, I talked about it at the beginning. I'm trying to see if this is like a thing, but I don't seem to be able to like see any notable difference like January, February, March, April, May, June. Is there a better NFT volume dashboard, NFT market overview? So I'm curious if people are buying NFTs. Like, what is the best? There's no way, right, that there's like an actual tick up. No. DNAP, what do you think? Trading volume? What do we think about? If there's an actual uptick in NFT volume, I would be like genuinely impressed. I don't really use Dune though. Let me see what I could do. It's just rough for NFTs it's rough for NFTs just on chain, not filtered by marketplace. Yeah, it's good. But people are buying from they're buying from OpenSea to list shit. Because I almost did this. I'm like, fuck, I don't have any NFTs. Okay, this is the dashboard for FWA. Fee flow, token price. It's a nice one. But I want to see like Dune. I want to see Dune NFT trades. OpenSea volume. I need fucking Atom Tech for this shit, dude. So they updated Dune. I don't. Monthly NFT volume. Yeah, I don't know. If someone finds a good dashboard, let me know. That'd be so cool. Dune's insane. Yeah. What? Okay. Thank you. I'm sitting here feeling like, am I just like not that guy? Why can't I search Dune? And here we are. It's like, what is this? This is brutal. Does DeFi Llama do it? What do they do to Dune? I can't even search my own fucking queries. I know. Where's Adam Tech when you really need him? NFT volume by chain. That's decent. By Ethereum. 500K. There's no way that's right. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I'm sorry. 500K. That's like 3 punks. I don't believe that. Yeah, this is a crypto slam. God, this is insane. You can't even find. Okay, here we go. It's saying buyers up 200% in 24 hours. I believe that. How do I change 24 hours? God. Here we go. 7 days. The platform doesn't even work. Can someone build a fucking query? Daily volume. Oh my God. Thank you. Ethereum NFT market overview. Blur OpenSea Magic and looks for X2Y2. I think this is decent. This is like probably gets us there. No, not really. There's no meaningful. Mr. Interview, what's the protocol? It's just oh, it's percentage of volume. Active addresses. The data's not live. God. I can't fucking, this is gonna make me crash out. How am I unable to do this? I'm gonna crash out. I gotta get up. I'll be back in 30 seconds. BRB, I'm gonna crash the fuck out, man. It's 2026. We don't have goddamn NFT down. I am gonna crash out. I'll be back in 30 seconds. I gotta fill up my water. When I come back, we got like 30. We got 30 minutes. We got another guest. I swear I'll crash out, man. Don't fucking play with me. In 24 hours. Oh my God, my computer's frozen. I'm gonna crash. Someone's getting yelled at, bro. Luke. All right, hold on. Let me just clear some shit out. 500. I have like 500 tabs up, and then I blame Luke. It's classic. Luke, I'll tell you what. I did lose the Zoom link. You want to send me our Zoom link? I'll get it started for our dear friend that has $1 million in pump that's gonna come on. And then, yeah, there we go. Let me start the meeting for him real quick. God, you're so talented, Luke. Start, open Zoom meeting. Start. God, you are a generational talent. Okay, thank you. And then if I look over here at OpenSea trading volume. Oh! I mean, it's not very meaningful, to be fair. But there was a little spike yesterday, highest since June. Not bad. God, look at my computer. Look at this. Not bad. All right, let's do this. By the way, that was fun, chat. I miss doing like stream call-ins. That was fun. Anyways, I hold some of the coin. I'm in no means married to the bag. I just think Adam is cool. I'm like, you know, if there's someone I'd like to kick it with IRL that does like a cool thing, I'm like, fuck it, you know, why not? Why not? Why not? Let's tap in on the market. I think the guy's cool. He's sharp. Where are we in the market? Is it scary? Is it scary to look? Let's start with oil. Okay. How's plasma doing? What the fuck kind of question is that? DRAM is not great. Nothing's great. Nothing's great these days. Mags is, oh my God, it's worse. How is it worse? It's on 4.5%. Tesla's on 13.2%. Google's on 7%. Amazon's on 4.5%. Meta 3.5%. Oracle 3%. Apple 1.5%. Oh my God. SpaceX 112. Microsoft 380. It's crazy how focused the dump is. It's crazy how focused it is. It's very contained, you know? Micron's green, SanDisk green. It's very contained. There's not a lot of like collateral damage happening here. Bitcoin 65, not bad. And fucking pump. God damn fun. Looks great. All right, here's the deal. We have a guest on in 15 minutes, and then I have a hard out after the guest because I have some calls I have to get onto. I'm a CEO. I don't know if people really realize this, but I'm a CEO. I got business calls. And so I want to spend 15 minutes right now, and I want to talk about the resurgence of tobacco, brother. Smoking, Zins, tobacco, nicotine products, they're all back. Look at the chart. Philip Morris, okay? I bet you didn't know this. Philip Morris, the tobacco company, American Tobacco, is at all-time highs, okay? It's $194. It is at all-time highs. It's been one of the better trades that does not get talked about at all, okay? And you look on the chart, and right here at $87 is where Philip Morris buys Zyn. Okay. And I mean, look, I feel as if, you know, I was born in 2002. I'm a high school grad 2020. I feel as if I was born in the modern nicotine era. Never got addicted. My claim to fame was that I've never bought a vape before. Well, that's not entirely true. I've never bought a vape for myself before. Okay. Now I've bought vapes to give to other friends so I can hit, but I never bought a vape for myself. Okay. And I feel as if I was born in the prime resurgence of nicotine. Okay. I will never forget when I saw a Juul for the first time. I'll never forget. I was a sophomore in high school, and the first person I knew had a Juul. It was also the best. By the way, the first person I ever knew to hit a Juul was the best athlete in my high school. Okay. Just to put that in perspective, the best athlete in my high school was the first person I ever knew to hit a Juul. So I was alive for the Juul era. I was alive for the banning of Juul. I was here for the Stig and the disposable vape era. And then I was here for the invention of Zins. Okay. And I feel as if nothing can ever really be as popular as the early days of the disposable vapes. It was like, that was peak, right? Peak early disposable vape. Everybody had one. I feel as if it has become socially cringe, almost akin to smoking weed, to hit a vape. Okay, it is not. It used to be kind of cool to hit a vape. It's pretty cringe now. Like it was socially acceptable for about 5 years. Okay, you could be in a restaurant, you could whip out a puff bar, and you could blow into people's faces, and they weren't allowed to say anything. Now you whip out a vape, and it's the same as if you walk into a restaurant smelling like weed. People look at you weird. But it's been replaced, in my opinion, by Zins. Okay, and dude, the SpaceX, I'll get there. From my own personal experience, maybe it's demographic, maybe it's my age, maybe it is where I live. Zyn is the most popular degenerate product on the planet. I feel everybody puts a Zyn in their top lip. Chat, yes or no to use Zyn? Be honest. Yes or no to use Zyn? I feel as if Zins have really come back and taken over the scene. And I think cigarettes are kind of making a comeback. Yes, but not top lip. I'm a top lip kind of guy. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. I've started doing the occasional Zyn on a Friday after a long week of stream. I get off stream and I'm like, dude, I need something. If I smoke a cigarette, my chest hurts. If I smoke a vape, my testosterone goes down. A Zyn is like somewhere in between. Only the threes. Only the threes. And so Zyns took over the world, in my opinion. Contrary to this is Altria, which is the company that bought Juul. And the company that bought Juul acquired them. They bought 35% of Juul in 2018. That was my sophomore year of high school. This is correct. November, December 2018. They buy 35% of Juul. And the stock is basically not recovered. It's higher, but barely. It was down only for a long time because Juul got royally fucked. Just fumbled 50K on a trade. Well, welcome to our Juul discussion. Juul got royally fucked. Okay. And because Juul was the first to market, it was the hardest regulated nicotine product of all. I remember when everybody had a Juul. It was like everybody had a Juul the same way everybody had a Lightning Apple charger. And first they banned the pods. And if I recall correctly, they banned the pods first because everyone's going around. Like, you remember the era when if you had like a Juul on your desk in school, people thought, like the teachers thought it was a USB. They'd be like, what's on that USB? Why you got a USB stick? You don't even have a computer. Why you got a USB? And you're like, like it's like my after school project. And first they banned the pods. And then second, they banned Juul. But the problem with banning Juul is I would argue Juul was the safest out of all. You were buying reusable juice. We called it vape juice. I haven't heard the word vape juice in a. You remember people just had like the mod boxes? Remember the mod boxes? It didn't even have nicotine. It was just like they would just like do vape tricks. Remember vape? Bro, you remember the mods? Nah. Dude, people used to walk around with these fucking. No, dude. People used to walk around with this shit. Someone would look at you and they would like wink at you and then they would whip out a mod box. It's like bigger than their phone and they would start whipping this out. Bro, they used to look at you, hit a kickflip on their skateboard, then do this shit. Oh my God. People used to do this. Like they would like swipe up on your girl's IG DMs and they would hit her with a vape trick. This was like actually a thing. And so vape juice, at least how I understand it, was like low-key healthy. It wasn't like healthy, but at least you knew what you were hitting. It was like legal in the US, I think. And something about the idea of like refilling it with the juice felt like sort of clean. And so whatever, they banned the flavor pods. I mean, I have no idea if it's healthy actually, but it feels like it was healthier. They banned the pods, and then they ban Zyn or Juuls. So then what happens? Do you think vapes stop? No. They invent the disposable vape, which is a world-changing, population era-defining invention. Okay, because no longer do you need the battery and to charge it and to buy the juice. It's like it comes all in one. Pop it and rock it. The Stig was the one I remember as the first one. And so they don't stop vaping. They invent the disposable Chinese vape. And so all of a sudden, every store in America is selling disposable vapes. And it's at least the Juul, like, if you were a Juul, like, at least how I remember it when I was in high school, there was like one crackhead homie in your group that had the communal Juul. And he was like the Juul guy. He had like, it was like a chemistry project. He had the juice and the battery, and he would like mix the flavors. It was like a biology chemistry project. Okay. So you had like, there was like a designated crackhead in your friend group that had the Juul. But when the disposables came around, all of a sudden, everyone's got one. They're like Pokemon cards. They're trading them. All of a sudden, everyone's got one. Also, the Juul was a sacred, yo, can I hit your Juul? That wasn't really a popular trend. It wasn't like, can I hit your Juul? People were very protective over the Juuls. When the disposables hit the scene, it was like GG. Okay. It was kind of like smoking dabs versus when like weed gets legal. And so all of a sudden, disposables take over the scene, and they gotta be worse. Man, they've got to be worse for you. They have to be. They gotta be worse. Like, what is this thing? Where are they coming from? You're smoking like Mario Kart Mint. Like, it's like, what's going on, right? So the disposable takes over the scene. It destroys Juul, which is one of the greatest economic creations of all time. They get completely royally fucked. And then somewhere along the line, I feel like people decide, I don't know if what first, people decided vaping was cringe, or they decided zinning was like easier and like felt better. And there was like a population level culture. I mean, there was like a cultural revolution of zins. By the way, I'll never forget the first time I put a zin in my mouth. I was the sickest I've ever been in my life. Threw up like 100 times. I have pictures of me, and like I'm like 17 or whatever. Like just put a zin in, and I'm like lightheaded and disgusting. And so then like zins take over the population, or take over the culture. But the thing that was so weird about zins is that it became like culturally cool. Like Tucker Carlson in the Zyn era was like very bizarre. This was going on. Tucker Carlson launched a Zyn brand. He launched a nicotine pouch company.
Alp, are you kidding? You know, I'm glad you asked.
Can we try an Alp on camera? Is that a thing?
Can we try an Alp? Are you kidding? You know, I'm glad you asked.
This low-key derailed Tucker Carlson's career, I would argue. The Zyn era was so confusing. I think in a lot of ways, this derailed Tucker Carlson's career when he started shilling Zins. At the exact same moment Tucker Carlson started getting weird politically and falling out of popular vote, he was like, yeah, how about I go on the Nelk Boys YouTube and they're gonna drop the world record biggest Zin of all time on the camera, and this is gonna be like a thing that I'm associated with.
You've lost.
Like, what was this?
I stand in awe before this. This is a conventional tin of Zyn. This is the largest Zyn tin in the world. The volume of nicotine in here could save the world. There's enough.
Like it became very weird. The glorification of nicotine, I think, became very weird amongst our celebrities, if we want to call it that. But nonetheless, Zyn is one of the most successful products, one of the most successful degenerate products ever. And Philip Morris, who owned Zyn, reported selling 2.9 billion Zins last quarter. Dude, that is like 40%. That's like 40% of the population bought a Zin tin last quarter. 40% of the population bought a Zin last quarter. If they only did one. Think about that. That doesn't even make sense. And I bought a couple. And so, yeah, it became largely one of the most successful nicotine products ever. I also would not be surprised, that there was some undisclosed promotion that these guys had like Zin sponsorships or whatever, all these podcasters, that was the thing that happened. But nonetheless, it has led to Philip Morris being wildly successful. Okay. And one of the other things that I think is notable here is that cigarettes have been down only. People like cigarettes, large influence in society has been down only. But for the first time in like 20 years, cigarettes purchasing has gone up. Back-to-back quarters. It's gone up. In Q1 2026 and Q2 2026, Philip Morris cigarettes sales on the rise. And you know what I think it's for? I'm so serious. Dude, I think it's from the Bear and the Tommy Shelby. What's the show called? What's the Peaky Blinders? I think it's from television. I swear I do. I actually think it's from television. I think it's from television. Industry, I genuinely think it's from television. I think it's from television. The Bear, my parents just watched this. And actors that make smoking cigarettes look cool, 2 million views. It's actually it's kind of like rekindle its popularity in society. So it's Philip Morris tobacco stock got nothing to do with the AI trade. And in a lot of ways, you could argue it's akin to the IRL trade, but it's at all-time highs. It's taken over the world, and people are fucking smoking, man. It's rekindled its popularity. Are you calling me the idiot? I'm reporting the fucking news. Who's the idiot? I'm the idiot for saying cigarettes are popular, or are you the idiot for not buying fucking Philip Morris stock? Which one of us are the idiot? Which one of us is the idiot? The crypto king, Green Z of the crypto king. Which one of us are the idiot? You didn't trade this. Which one of us are idiots? Okay, that's kind of how I think about this. So, anyways, I have one more guest coming on. It's coming on right now. His name is LB. He has. By the way, I'm not advocating for Zins. I come here and I report what's happening. Someone's getting rich. I come here to report what's happening and figure out how we can make money on it. Okay. And this is what's happening. Cigarettes are pretty whack, though. I think cigarettes are pretty whack. Depends where you are. Anyways, LB is coming on right now. Luke, I'm going to bring him in the waiting room. I'm going to get up real quick. When I come back, we have 30 minutes hard with him. 30 minutes hard with him. And he is coming on because he has some of the best coverage on Pump Fun. And he market slammed $1 million of the coin. And I think it's interesting. I like bringing on sick traders. So he's coming on right now. No music because he's in the waiting room. I'll be back in 30 seconds. BRB. All right, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Let me find this Zoom. Where is this? All right, he's gonna be cam off. So when that's all right, guys, let's get it. I'm excited. Luke, he's cam off, yeah. I like your red button up tag. Thanks, man. All right, let's get it. Nope. There it is. Yo, yo.
Yeah, mate.
I can hear you, man. What's up, dude?
Good. I'm good. Yeah, it's been a while since I've gone on a stream. I think the last time was back in the Believe days, which didn't go too well.
Look, I'm happy you started because I was just gonna get into it. This is how I know you. I knew you as the Believe guy.
Yeah, so that's how it all started. Because I'd never really posted on Twitter before, and then I started posting a bit about Believe, and more and more people got interested in it as I just kept posting about it, and I gained like a few followers from that. But obviously, in the end, that didn't work out too well. I think towards the end, I held 2% around. I think I spent over $1 million on Believe and ended up losing over $1 million as well. So that was a big loss. And it's not even like I've got a load of money as well. Like that was a lot of money for me to lose, like a significant percentage of my net worth.
Wow.
Yeah.
You lost $1 million in Believe.
Crazy. Yeah, I lost a lot on that, and this is the thing with me. Like my risk management is terrible. In 5-10 years time, I will either be like 9 figures or I will be like 0. It's no in between.
How far ahead do you think of your plan to make 9 figures? Are you sort of just like, what is my next full port? Like, how do you think about it?
Yeah, so I mean, with me, it's always like my trades. I rarely trade. It's usually like 1 or 2 conviction plays a year. Last year I believe was the only big trade I actually took last year. Before that, 2024, I actually did quite well on ETH on chain. I ran up, I think it wasn't even that much. I'd probably say like 300, 400K P&L there.
Wasn't that much to who?
I don't know. There's some people I've been trading with. So some of the people I'm connected with, especially this one guy that they essentially run a hedge fund. And I was telling him about Pump, and he ended up putting $5 million into it. And then he also sold it straight after the unlock and is now buying it back. So he's had a shit time with it. I told him so many times, don't sell it after the unlock, but didn't listen to me. So yeah, the people I'm surrounded with, I'm quite fortunate to have a circle of people who make a lot of money and make me feel pretty poor.
Wow. Okay, give me like a really quick like what is your like foray into crypto and like trading? Like when did you start? Give it, you go quick if you want, but like when did you start trading and how did you sort of like get on the scene?
Yeah, so I've worked for a crypto company. I can't name the company. I've worked for the company, you would have heard of them, for the last 6 years, something like that.
You still work?
What are we in now? No. Yeah, 6 years, I'd say. Still work there as well. And that's how I got my first bit of money, because we had a separate business that there was a separate trading desk that got bought out by the company I now work for. So that's how I started.
Got it.
Started quite lucky. I think I was 20 years old then. Made a bit of money on Bitcoin, ETH, just buying it, I think, in 2018, 2019. And then a few on-chain plays as well. And that's about it. And it's, yeah. I mean, I think I peaked at around 3 to 4 million net worth, and which is pretty good. But then when you consider that I lost $1 million on Believe, the risk management is terrible.
Wow, so you're swinging like 30% of your net worth in these trades, 40% of your net worth in these trades.
If not more now. So like now I'd probably say I'm sub 2, and I put 750K into Pump. So it's a significant percentage of my net worth. I'm quite lucky where my job like pays for my bills and all of that. So, but in terms of like risk management, I wouldn't recommend anyone follows me.
Wow. Okay. So talk to me about the Pump, building conviction in Pump. Like, why did you? Because I like it as well. I've been DMing you about unlocks, things like this. Why do you like Pump so much, and like why did you choose now to get excited about it?
It's funny because the Pump and Believe trade are two actually quite similar trades. They're both a bet on on-chain adoption, essentially, and Pump was just the ICM route, startups going on-chain, and Believe's the ICM route with startups on-chain, and Pump was the meme coin route. And I was never a big fan of Pump, to be honest. I always thought meme coins would die. Like I didn't think it was anything sustainable. but only in the last 6 months where like people have still been trading and Pump have been making $1 million a day in the depths of a bear market. If I've been like, okay, yeah, this isn't going anywhere. Like meme coin trading, if anything, is only going to grow, and it's definitely not going anywhere. And a lot of people don't have that view, because I think a lot of people don't actually aren't in these circles where people are trading. I know someone, for example, that's doing $1 million a day in volume on PumpSwap, which is just crazy. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. What's his? I'll tell you what his at is. I don't have it up, but yeah, he's doing crazy numbers. So I know for a fact that the volume's there. If all of it is organic, probably not. Like I'm sure there are some volume bots that Pump Fund runs, so some of the revenue will likely be from that, right? But the numbers are just like disgusting. Like the fact that they're making essentially the same amount, a bit less than Hyperliquid, is just crazy.
So the reason I got excited about Pump was like, I was kind of similar, where I thought to myself that, you know, I was kind of done with the meme coin thing. Like I'm over this. I think this is the end. And then I started to be like, after, I don't even know what, I guess after like Ansem and Cashcat, I'm like, all right, maybe this is just, if it hasn't gone away, maybe it's just not. And then where would I allocate capital? And I'm looking and I'm like, you know, it's you can't really like front run buy the next viral meme coin thing. Right? You have to just like kind of be there and get it right. That's pretty hard to do. And then I looked down the eco and I looked at Pump and I'm like, fuck, are they really still making $1 million a day? That is insane. The numbers are insane. And there's this interesting friction where most people that don't pay attention to Pump think the numbers are fake, because they're so disgusting. If you're not one of the like 5,000,
I thought they were fake as well.
It's basically like if you're not one of the 5,000 people trading, you think that they're fake, and the 5,000 people trading that know it's real are not buying coins that high, and so it makes this like weird middle ground where there's no one can really agree on the metrics.
Yeah, completely agree. And if you look back and think like, what main events in crypto actually like brought new people to crypto? Like it's all the memes essentially that are bringing people to crypto, and I don't think that's ever going to change. I think the demographic of gamblers and the number of young people that are gambling is only going to increase. The number of people that are trading on chain is only going to increase, and I think just all roads lead to more volume on chain.
So give me a take on, or like walk me through how you build a position like this. Like how much do you have in it, and how did you enter? Did you just like one click swap it? Like how did you build this position?
Nah. So I actually don't buy anything on the market. I buy everything through Meteora. So it's essentially like, you know, on a SEX where you're setting limit orders, centralized exchange, you're setting limit orders. It's essentially that, just on an LP, and you get paid fees for it. So I've actually been just on the side as well. I run 100K LP on Pump, and I've done that for the last 50 days. And I think, so in June it did 15K, and in July it did 18K. So 15% 1 month, 18% so far in July, which is pretty good numbers. And essentially it's like 30 minutes of work a month. Like it's literally, you just monitor it.
Wait, so explain how that works and what the advantages are.
So essentially I set a range, let's just say like 0.001 on Pump to 0.002. And what I'll do there is I'll set like 50% USDC and 50% Pump tokens. And as the price goes up or down, it's swapping either my USDC into Pump if price goes lower, or my Pump into USDC as price goes higher. And I get paid a fee on it, and it yields around $1,000 a day, give or take, probably less, 800 a day.
And then I don't know that much about how this works, but how does like the
so the risks
like what do they call it? Impermanent loss?
Yeah, exactly that. So for example, if Pump were to go below 0.01, all my USDC, all my 100K would be in Pump tokens. And if it keeps going down, obviously that 100K is just going to go further down because it's all in tokens.
Got it.
And then on the other side as well, if Pump rips to, let's say 0.03, I'm all in USDC.
You have no Pump.
Like gains. I'm just purely like playing like a range-based game and earning fees off it.
If you're so bullish Pump, why wouldn't you just like want the tokens no matter what?
Because so I mean, I'm doing this with 100K. I put 750K and 500 mil tokens. I just quite like the aspect of earning like yield on my 100K. It's just a nice to have. Like instead of me being like, fuck, I really want Pump to to go up in price. I'm like, I don't care if it ranges, because when it's ranging, I'm still earning like 600 quid a day, 700 quid a day. So I kind of get the best of both worlds.
Got it. So what is your stance on pump buybacks and the fact that they've been buying back $1 million a day and the token is down like 90%?
Yeah,
is it
so I've been
fake?
running nah, it's definitely not fake. Every single day I've been essentially screenshotting the total supply, putting in exactly how much has been bought. And I run the numbers. In 1,200 days, what is that, 4 years essentially, they'd have bought back and burnt 50% of supply.
Wait. Repeat that.
In 1,200 days, Pump will, if all things stay the same, if price and revenue stays the same, they would have bought back and burnt 50% of total supply, 500 billion tokens.
And that's FTV or circulating?
FTV.
Oh my God.
Which is crazy numbers. Like people are so interested in a quick flip that they don't actually like zoom out and look. Even if you have to hold this for 2 or 3 years, like your risk is so limited based on the fact that you've already seen on the last 6 months that Bitcoin price has been down, volumes in general are down, but they're still making $1 million a day. Unless we go into a full-blown recession, I don't really know what could stop Pump from hitting all-time high again. It's just a waiting game. Essentially, the longer it takes for Pump to explode, the more explosive it will be.
What do you think happens if they lower the buyback?
Again, price will just drop. I think most of it is based around, I think most of the people like really invested into Pump are trading based on the revenue numbers. If they lower it, which I don't think they will, if they lower it, I think it will naturally, the price will just drop. But there's a few suggestions I've had for them as well. And I think this would work better than a buyback. Instead of running buybacks, put the 50% you're allocating into buybacks into a staking pool. And that would be like 180 million a year, right? Get people to stake Pump and they have to stake it for over a month. And then they're eligible for this, a portion of this 180. I think so many people would do that. So many people would do that. I think the price would shoot up so much because you'd essentially earn something like, I think it works out to around like 9-10% APR.
Yeah, that's pretty gross. Hey, what is your take on Pump is just the roll bit of this cycle? And it's there, it just is gonna get a casino multiple, which sucks. It's just the roll bit of the cycle. Like, why do you think Pump is different than that?
I think the main difference, and this is like all things on chain, it's all about attention. Like Rollbit never had the attention that Pump has. Everyone knows about Pump. Everyone's talking about Pump, even though the price is in the shitter. Everyone is talking about it. So I think the attention multiple is just such a large factor that Rollbit never had that Pump does have.
I also think there's some level of moat that Pump doesn't get credit for, where Rollbit you could just sort of snap, copy, paste the online casino thing, but like, fuck, man, we did Launchpad Wars for like years, and no one has been able to.
And we saw it last year where Bonk, I mean, they took a significant percentage for like a week, and then like straight away after Pump like just continued to dominate again. And I think their market share now is bigger than it ever has been. And I'm sure there will be competition again, probably from Bonk, maybe from someone else, right? But this is the thing with Pump. They have so much money where if any competitor does anything innovative, they can just copy it and do it better. Like you just can't compete with someone that has, with a company that has 2 billion in treasury making $1 million a day. Unless they seriously fumble it, which I don't think they will. Like, I know they've been working really hard on stuff. I don't think anyone will ever be able to.
So what do you spend the money on if you're Pump Fund? Like, what should they do? They have like fucking $1 billion.
Oh, it's a great question, to be honest. I mean, I know they spend a lot of money, obviously, on the team. I mean, you saw some of the hirings they were doing. I think they did a hiring for a legal counsel and they're paying them like 5 million.
They did.
So they're clearly getting like the best talent. In terms of what else they should spend their money on, I mean, most of it just stems down to innovation, right? So it's just people, just getting the best people possible, the most talented people that continue to innovate. And I think that's all they really need to, continue to be, what are they now? The fifth largest revenue generating project in all of crypto. I mean, the top two are stablecoins, which don't even count. Yeah.
Okay, I have one more question for you. Is like, there is this like existential threat to Pump, I think, which is worth factoring in. That is like, they only want to do Solana, and Solana doesn't win.
Agreed.
If Robinhood Chain
Agreed.
wins, maybe ETH mainnet comes back. Like,
Yeah.
what?
So that's actually as I was literally going to bring that up. That's the biggest risk with Pump, right? Because like if the Robinhood chain takes off completely and everyone's trading there, Pump revenue is just going to completely collapse. I have always said they should be chain agnostic, like whatever chain, essentially that they can anyone can launch tokens on whatever chain within Pump. But the fact that they are so reliant on Solana winning is the biggest hurdle for Pump. I would like to think over the next 12 months that changes, where they're not so reliant on Solana. But we will see.
I love it, man. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for us, low key. I got a bag as well. Let's see how long I stay in. But I think, keep doing what you're doing though. I think it's the informative commentary on like facts on unlocks and buybacks and things of this nature are like pretty valuable. Whenever you post something good, you should just send it to me because I cover it on stream all the time.
Yeah,
I have to, come
it's
show.
interesting actually because I went through the unlocks the other day, and I think like 5% of anyone that got an allocation sold. The rest are still holding. So
it's pretty good.
Yeah, it tells you a lot.
That is pretty good. LB, you're the man, dude. I appreciate you popping in and giving us a thesis.
Yeah, I appreciate you having me.
Hopefully, maybe ATH will run a little part 2 or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, sick. My guy. Much love, dude. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, bro.
All right, brother. Peace. All right, what do you think? Is he gonna make 9 figures or is he going to 0? Don't look at the Dogecoin chart. 50-50. Better chance at 9 than most. I agree. I think he's pretty sharp. You know, I think wait, what's happening? What's happening? What happened on Dogecoin? That looks like that's like a liquidation candle or something. What is this? $5% in 15 minutes? That's like a liquidation candle, I think, or like that's like a news. Tesla proxy, no way. No. Maybe it's not a big deal. Pump though. Look at that fucking thing. Just doesn't care. Wow, DRAM's going red. TG, where do you get your suits? Brother, if I told you that, they would fucking have to do you like Greg Jennings, twin. IGV down 2.3. Mags down 5. Bitcoin, not bad, man. Gold down 2. Yeah, I don't understand why Pump Fund is unwilling. Plato's Closet. Unwilling to, oh my God, 14% on Tesla. Why they're unwilling. Dude, Eli's, me too. I had 2 longs open on this fucking coin. It's an oil coin. Tesla crashing. 5J, what's good? Rollbit status. Nah, not Rollbit. Rollbit not getting in on this, bro. Come on. We not doing that. We not doing that, Rollbit. No, sir. Where's Google? Oh my God. Wow. What a day in the markets. What a fucking day. It's crazy. It's like crypto is ready for it. Closing my seal at 84. I'm ready to jump off a bridge. I closed my Brent at 83. Crypto is like ready for experimentation time to pop off. At the same time that Bitcoin is like ready to do the relative strength thing. At the same time that Pump Fund is like ready to maybe do something. If you get, man, I mean, if you get Bitcoin back above 66, Lord have mercy, it would get crazy. But stocks are in fucking free fall. They are. Mags, the hyperscalers are destroyed. And memory is like relative strength, but I'm not convinced on the memory strength. It's about to go, DRAM's about to go red. Soxo's down 5. I mean, it is not super convincing. So your pump trade's in pole position. It is. I mean, here's the deal, guys. Here's the deal. Bitcoin is 73K first week of August. Darren, here's the deal. Is markets are in peril. Crypto looks interesting. Someone's getting rich. And, you know, I think on-chain experimentation is just going to be up only. I think there's going to be a lot of spots. Why not you, man? Every day we come to the stream, we talk about Jimothy, Pump Fun, Treasuries, AI CapEx build out, Mags, DRAM, and Pump Fun. Okay, there's no one that doesn't like us. If there's money to be made, we're gonna make it. Okay, there's no one doing it like us. I promise, chat. I promise. There's no one doing it like us. Okay, why don't I fuck around and yeah, Ansem. Ansem, the only other one, the biggest in the game, the only other one. Is pawns a good pump hedge? No, it's the same trade, really. You're betting on me. I would not say hedge. Hey, I have a Telegram. I'll send the pit. Fuck it. Why not? DRAM officially red. I got a Telegram. I type in it all day. Eli, thanks for the gifted. I type in it all day. I'm active. I post my trades. Our community hangs out in there. You're welcome to join because we got some new guys filtered in. It's a good stream today. He's Darren Sharp, twin. Wait. What happened to the counterpart Telegram? We got lazy, bro. That's what happened. We got fucking lazy. You just ask who's Darren Sharper? What?
My coworkers keep
the hardest hitting safety in the league. What? He asks, who are you?
Oh shit, Darren Sharper, one of the most hardest hitting safeties in the league.
What?
If anyone thought I wouldn't look good in purple.
Did he just say who? Darren Sharper? You're talking about a daily stream viewer? You're talking about a motherfucker that puts a team on his back? He shows up every day because he knows someone getting rich? You're talking about Darren Sharper? You're going to go through Darren, you're going to go through me. And I'll tell you one thing, motherfuckers, you do not want to go through me, man. Hardest hitting safety in the league. Baby, I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. EST every day until we make $10 million and we fucking hang up the shoes. I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you tomorrow. Things are getting exciting. Remember, click first, figure it out later. If it's weird, if you don't understand it, you should do your best to try to understand it. Mon Kong Maxi, Darren Sharper, the most hardest hitting safety. The most hardest hitting safety in the league.
Oh,
I love
shit.
you.
Darren Sharper.
I appreciate
one of
you.
the most hardest hitting safeties in the
league. I'm out. Peace.